Oh man. Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. All right, back at you again for the third time's the charm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I honestly have done a system analysis of all of my technology, and I honestly can't tell you what is the reasoning behind what is going down. I really wish I knew, so I can not have it do that, so we can continue this on in peace and prosperity. But apparently something is going down, and YouTube does not allow me, just doesn't want me to just doesn't want me to get this thing finished. I don't know what's going on. So if anyone has any clue as to why this is doing that, I'd appreciate that. But we will not be denied. Okay, we will absolutely not be denied. We're going to continue on until the bitter end. we're, go- we're gonna continue on until the bitter end. YouTube's not gonna stop us, Scuff. YouTube's not gonna stop us. So let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. I missed what happened. So we were watching Crash Vault. I think it happened at the same time each time. I think I think we had this coming each time. So that is just super duper 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 unfortunate. But guess what? We're gonna keep rocking. Maybe it's like maybe they're putting a throttle on it. You can only stream for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know. Because as soon as we get to the 2 hour threshold and we're rocking and rolling, they come in and just kick the chair off from underneath of us and send us on to the Shadow Realm, dude. So I'm gonna try to get this thing back up. I'm gonna try to keep it going, man. I'm gonna try to keep it going. I don't know exactly what the calamity is or what is causing these issues. Oh, sorry, I had to do that. Now Discord's over here doing some wildness. All right, so we're gonna see, and hopefully everything works out. But again, if you're still hanging out with us, if you're the realest of the, this is a stream that's gonna be dedicated to the realest of the real ones. You know, because there are some people who play Go Format, there are people who are part of the community, there are people who watch the streams and watch the videos, but you gotta be a real one to go through all of this and just to kick it with us. Yo, Ryan Spicer coming in. What's up, Ryan Spicer? How you doing? SJC champion in the building, GOAT Grand Prix champion as well. We're down bad. We're struggling pretty ridiculous right now. I'm trying to get my wits and bits, get this thing back set up, get it back rocking and rolling. YouTube keeps cutting off the stream for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's the Konami something or another is absolutely getting after us. But you know what? We're gonna keep it rocking. We're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. I don't honestly wish I knew why. But I'm gonna tag everyone again. Oh man, it's so frustrating. All right, YouTube will absolutely not hold us down, folks. YouTube will not hold us down. I don't care if I have to start this stream 70 times, 80 times, 100 times. I'm going to continue to start and restart the stream every single time until this thing is done. Because that is what it takes. As Crash Vault has gone ahead and achieved victory, so let's update that. I will do whatever it takes. They don't understand my resilience. Okay, I will not stop. This thing will happen. It will go. If I just continue to over and over and over and over and over, I will have PWCQ number 39, part 39. I'm gonna keep it going because that's what it takes. This is what I'm doing. This is it. So again, if you're here with us again for the third time, as YouTube has shut the stream off for whatever reason, can't be my internet connection. My internet connection is I'm uploading like a bunch. My download speed is through the roof. I got some great internet. Okay, good internet, but it's just unfortunate. All right, but no more. We're not gonna delve onto the negativity. We're back into the positivity. We have the GOAT Format World Championship Qualifier number 39. Okay, in the blue corner, we have SJC champion Crash Volt trying to get an invitation to the Go Format World Championship. He's playing Chaos Control. In the red corner, we have Evil Borrowweight, aka Carl Pro Weight, two-time GGP champion this season and PWCQ winner as well, I believe. And now this duelist is trying to get another invitation. Or actually, no, two GGPs. I don't think he won the PWCQ. I know he had some significant tops as well. Trying to get another invitation, get that third invitation so you can start counting your buys and et cetera, et cetera. So here we are. We're back. Am I lagging again? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little paranoid. I need if somebody out there sees me lagging in the meantime, make sure you guys let me know that information too, so we can so I can address that as soon as possible. Maybe I can quit preemptively. I don't know. Maybe stop letting YouTube, hold me like they've been doing. It's so unfortunate. But you know what? We're not gonna let them see the sweat. It is what it is. So Delinquent Duo is going to be played by Crash Vote. We're going to target that card nearest the deck, which is the Raigeki break. And now Carl's going to send a second copy of Raigeki break. So there's 2 Raigeki breaks being sent to the bin. Looks like Delinquent Duo and Pot of Greed are both in the graveyard already. And now we have, wow, some serious bountiful trinity for both of these duelists have found their way into the dueling graveyards for both of these players. And we are absolutely getting after it. Okay, cool. I think the vibes in that last stream were kind of down. If I had to call it, I think the vibes were down, but now the vibes are back up. So I think we got a new stream as we're going to go ahead and play the Minecon, target the set Mon. And what is it going to be? It will be revealed to be none other than Ring of Destruction first, targeting Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, so that's a lot of damage on the board. Will Carl hit the gas pedal? 23 being taken off of both duelists. Let's see what it is. Go Format Latina says, what's up, guys? What's up, GFL? Go Format Latina. That's the Roma from Italy, hanging out tough, doing their thing out there. Great, fantastic syndicate of duelists all the way representing. Okay, so he does run into that Mirror Force, and you will pass back that card that you Mineconned earlier. Vibes were never down, Scuff. I think the vibe. I mean, I'm a pretty good manager of vibes, and I think the vibes were in a harsh. They might not be down, but they were definitely stifled for the briefest of times. Every time someone tries to banish my monster with Chaos Sorcerer, I hit their Chaos Sorcerer with the book. I hit their Chaos Sorcerer with the Book of Moon. I always run 3 Book of Moons. Well, Rotoscope, if you were to do that, if you were to do that, that Chaos Sorcerer's banish will still go through. It won't stop that banish from happening. So if someone goes Chaos Sorcerer summon, priority banish, target, and you Book of Moon the Chaos Sorcerer, that your monster still will be banished. If you Book of Moon your own monster, it will not. You will be able to spare your own monster, and that Chaos Sorcerer will no longer be able to attack. So that is facts. Yeah. It will still be banished in Go format because of priority. But if you Book of Moon your own monster, it will now be face down, and it will not be removed from play. So there you go. So if you've been cheating this whole time, now you know, and it's up to you to do what is right. So don't be cheating anymore. Or calling the judge on the ladder. Oh my goodness, we need to clean up that Go Format dueling ladder, and it starts with all of us. That's a easy fix right there. Oh man, and we're going to flip the Magician of Faith that was set onto the dueling field. 2,300 life points are left. Carl checking the spells. He got some prime materials in there. Some really good units are in the graveyard for that red corner player. Let's see which one he's going to elect to choose. And he will choose the Mind Control over the other great quality units that were in the graveyard. And it is Mind Control. Let's see. He got the bait off the one time. Let's see if he gets another bait. And no, it is going to be the succulent Magician of Faith. So it will be the good one this time. You faded the last one. You bluffed your way through the last one, but now Magician of Faith, flip, grab, Mind Control, and then grab Magician of Faith is, ouch, it hurts. As evil borrow types thinking into the chat box there, and now we're going to check what options they have available. You have Card Destruction, you have Pot of Greed, you have Duel, you have Knock, you have a lot of good quality units are available to yourself, but you do have, Crash is no slouch. He's got some plans left. So Carl's gonna have to play this thing very eloquently in order to get out of this thing unscathed. This is 1-1. This is a game 3 scenario, and it gets tight. You get nervous, man. I still get nervous. I get nervous. I don't know. It does, I never understood it. I never understood the phenomenon of getting nervous playing an online card game. I do though. I do. And I've been, in my life and in my professional career, I I do a lot of public speaking. You know, I've been in some serious high pressure situations, like back against the wall. You gotta win or you literally die type situations. And I'm cool as a cucumber. Cooler than the other side of the pillow. I'm cooler than a polar bear's toenail. I am just cool. Cool, calm, and collected in the most rigorous situations. But you blow me up and I'm playing against a person that I don't know in a digital card game. I'm like, oh man, I'm sweating bullets. Oh man, oh God, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I've never understood that. I really don't know. So Carl has a ton of set mons on the field, and as he reluctantly passes back the Magician of Faith back over to Crash Volt. Let's see, there are one chaotic mon in the bin, and also none are banished. Let's see, there are one chaotic mon here in the bin, and none are banished. So both duelists probably, if they're playing the standard ratios, they have approximately maybe 2 chaos mons that are left. Let's see what else we have. One Ring of Destruction has already been utilized for this red corner player, and now we're just we're in a think situation. Very tight spot. These next couple turns can determine everything that just be the end of this game. It can end out of nowhere. So we're going to go right on into the battle phase, and then we're just going to go ahead and crash Faith on Faith Violence, sending both of those light 1-star spellcasters to the bin and pass. Interesting indeed. All right, and if you're just finding stream part 3, if you can, go ahead and throw a like on the new stream. I know everyone's been liking all the other streams, and I do appreciate that. I really do. I can't say enough how much it means that people are willing to come out and share some of their Wi-Fi and time and cell phone, and however you're watching, however you're sharing that stuff with us here at goatformat.com. It means a lot, and it goes a long way. So I would I appreciate that. So if you continue to do that and get more likes on this one, maybe we can get, those people who left to come back. Maybe they can see that the stream is live and all that. I really would appreciate it. Maybe we can make it past hour number 2 this time and not have us shut off again. I don't know why it's doing that. I plan on doing some research shortly after this stream and figure out why, and maybe we can prevent that from happening again. But you know what? It is what it is. As we're going to go ahead and hit the Graceful Charity, discard Knight Assailant, discard Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive, Dekoichi, Knight Assailant will go ahead and grab back the Magician of Faith, it appears. And then we're going to play the Heavy Storm to reveal the Scapegoats. So that's what it was. So that's why I didn't want to add any new mons to the field. Crash the Faith, keep your Scapegoats live, and then we're going to crash on into what is the GK Spy. So now Spy can't add another, cannot add another Spy. And then we're going to play the Lightning Vortex, clearing up all the tokens, clearing up the Spy. Wow. That's power. That's a power play. Power play, getting all those tokens out of there. And now Crash has his back against the wall. And you have another very, very menacingly threatening Faith. And then you run into a Trap Dust Shoot. So that Trap Dust Shoot could just be the end of the duel. It's just a coffin nail in itself. Why is Borrow Weight so evil? I don't know. I think he just took on the Majin M. He just found himself in his villain arc and just said, you know what? I don't want to be a good guy anymore. I want to turn heel. I am now evil Borrow Weight. And now it is working because evil Borrow Weight has defeated Crash Volt and then has moved on. But Crash Volt is down, but he is not out. He's having a fantastic run today, a fantastic performance. Okay, shout out to both of those duelists. And just looking at the bracket again through all the malfeasance that we have Patrick Zero, who has defeated Grace. We saw that earlier. And now we will see evil Borrow Weight playing against Patrick Zero. Patrick Zero usually is playing that Bazoo Fuse deck that we've come to know and love. Very cool deck. But now he's elected to take that off and don the bucket and play the Warrior strategy, as evil Borrow Weight will be playing Patrick Zero coming up here shortly. So that is where we will tune this stream to. I think that's where we will keep this tune. Whoa. That's what we were tuned into when these duelists are queued up and ready to rock and roll. So Carl is getting another top performance. As he said, I'm going for the win. I'm going for the gusto. I'm trying to become the player of the year, and he's doing just that as the top 8 is beginning to solidify itself, as Crash Vote is in the top 8, Grace is in the top 8, Evil, Borrow, Wait, and Patrick Zero still waiting on a few more duelists to join them into that top 8. Let's pull it back up to the top 16. Let's see who has a shot at it. Top 16, we got Nate Dogg has defeated Bluetooth, it looks like. Now Nate Dogg is playing against Paid over there, and we have Splevin has defeated Raihas, or excuse me, Wes has defeated Splevin, and Raihas has also made it into this top 16 area right here. So we're just waiting on one more match to kind of move along. One match is being held behind, as it often is. So now we'll go ahead and jump back in and see. We got Patrick Zero and Carl, and it looks like they just loaded in. And we're about to jump in there and see what is going down with Patrick Zero versus Evil Borrow Wait. Patrick Zero is the hosting agent in the red corner, rocking the Mobius, the Frost Monarch, holding it all the way down with the Absolute Zero sleeves. Very cool looking sleeves. Shout out to Duel Book for providing those Absolute Zero sleeves. Evil Borrow Wait wins the coin toss and elects to go first, rocking the furry no sleeve combination, doing well all day with the Upstart Goblin T-Set Pass Dust Shoot collaboration. Let's see what's the hand units of this red corner player. 6 cards. Patrick Zero, I believe, is playing the Warrior strategy. We did see just a little bit. We didn't see a full value game, so we don't know what's going on. But the hand is level 2 Solemn Judgment, Dust Tornado, Exile Force, BLST, Blade Knight. I think Black BLST, Blade Knight. Very cool. Very interesting. All right, so now we're going to send back that level 2. And then we will continue to think about it as Patrick Zero will go ahead and come on out, hit the Exile Force, hitting the GK Spy before setting 2 more, throwing it back on over to Carl Wait. Bro thinks he's Yami Merrick. I mean, sometimes you got to get into your own mind, as Breaker's going to come on down and just eat 4,000, get Solemn Judgment. Actually, correct that. That's 4,500 because there was an Upstart being played. 2 Thunder Dragons being added from deck to hand, and maybe we might just get a Graceful Charity. Look at that. So now we get a Thunder Dragon, Graceful Charity. All right, and we're going to set 1 before throwing it back on over to Patrick Zero. Patrick Zero slams the Boogie Down Blade Knight, boost up to 2,000 and crack on in for that 2,000 direct. 3 more of those and you can get the dub. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and MST, hit that new set, which is going to be the Pro Set Heavy Storm, and then we're going to hit out the Tsukiyo Flip Me. Tsukiyomi's been going crazy all day. Tsukiyomi's going to go ahead and clean up this Blade Knight with the greatest of ease, and now we are going to draw. Dust Tornado hits the new set over there. It is Torrential Tribute. Enter the main phase 1. Main phase 1 will play the Graceful Charity coming in from that red corner. 1, 2, 3, and let's see what's going to be discarded here. Man, Warriors versus Turbo, man, this is always a good game. That's a good matchup. I think both of these decks are really kind of, I mean, we always talk about the triangle meta and how goats can beat warriors, warriors can beat turbo, turbo can beat goats. You know, I think that the Warriors and the turbo decks have just kind of leveled their game up more, and I think it's beginning to the point where it's like warrior and turbo, and then the goat decks are kind of falling behind it. There needs to be some new innovations. I saw some duelists using cards like Abyss Soldier. I think Creature Swap is another really good one. I think when you start incorporating that kind of stuff into it, I think that can kind of help. You just got to do something to change it up. As we're going to go and hit the Mystic Swordsman level 2, clean up the Magician of Faith, and then run into a Trap Dust Shoot of their own. So now you're going to be able to break up whatever play it is that you don't like. Seeing the hand contents of Evil Borrow Wait as Patrick Zero is viewing. All right. Okay. And it's going to be that Tsukiyo Flip. Let's go ahead and send that right on back to the deck as 3 cards remain in hand. It is going to be the GK Spy, who will come on down and clean up this Mystic Swordsman level 2 before surging itself up into attacking position. So now Patrick Zero has perfect knowledge and he has no play. Perfect Knowledge with no play, we'll take that, as GK Spy will go ahead and crunch on in for another 1,200 points of damage as we draw another card. And it is going to be the Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin adding another card to the hand. And now we're going to think about it, and it's going to be Delinquent Duo is going to reduce down to 2 more thousand, hitting the dead Nobleman across out, and then coming on in with Tribe Infected Fires, cleaning up the GK Spy for an additional 400 points of damage, setting him on to the face of this menacing tribe. Main phase 1, it is going to be another bulky Blade Knight. Tribe cleans. It's the Sangan. Okay, so Sangan will get a quality surge from the deck, but now this Blade Knight is poised for attack. But you will be able to use a Battle Trap. If you do, you will have a card added back to your hand. JDZ, what's your take on Card Destruction in Chaos Turbo's list? I think Card Destruction is an extremely unfair, busted card beyond belief. I don't know about main decking it. I think the duelists that are main decking it, they probably can get extreme value out of it. I think it's a card that takes a unique amount of skill to use as well. It's not just, grab it and go as most would think it to be. I think it's a super good card, and I think Turbo players should be playing Card Destruction, to say the least. Maybe not necessarily always putting it in the main deck, but definitely somewhere in your whole deck, Turbo players are doing. I also think Turbo players should be playing Morphing Jar too, but I'm on an island alone on that one. I'm not the best Turbo player. I don't play Chaos Turbo particularly myself because I just don't have a lot of fun when I'm playing. It's just not for me. But I know when I am playing against Chaos Turbo players and they play Card Destruction against me, it typically is going to be played to great effect. So I think it should be utilized somewhere in that deck. As you've seen, Carl's playing Card Destruction very well. He's been playing all day. When he's playing, that thing has been rocking and rolling for this duelist. But yeah, my favorite deck is, if I had to have a favorite deck, it's probably gonna be something with scapegoats and meta in it. But most of the time, I'm playing like just rogue and random stuff. My favorite deck is probably going to be like a chaos control deck or a go control deck, something like that. And that is going to absolutely be the end of it, as Patrick Zero is going to fall to Evil Borrow Weight. Okay, in that game 1. All right, so. Oh man, I had a game up there the whole time. Oh my goodness. So there it is. This is game number 1. This is not game number 3. All right. So Carl Waite takes game number 1, which, as the Turbo player, is what you want. If you can take game 1, you gotta be feeling way more confident, feeling good about it. Especially a player I know like Carl. He's got a lot of skills. He's very familiar with this matchup. So I'm assuming he's got a ton of cards in the side deck that can help relieve a lot of pressure that this matchup can provide. But taking that game 1 in this Turbo versus Warrior match is extremely significant, and you want to be, especially if you can get one in that manner. Coming out and get some good cards. You got one of your Trap Dust Shoots to resolve. Your Nox didn't slow you down too bad, so it's always really good. One requirement for JDZ is that it has Sacred Phoenix of Neft. I love playing Phoenix. Oh my goodness, that card. I love playing that card. Ryan Spicer says, I think we see more goats play with Warrior prominence. I remember the dread of playing Leo P in Top of World and feeling like I had no chance with main deck goats in Decree. That's true. 100%. And to your point, Ryan Spicer, just in this event alone, this is the most goats I've seen in a tournament in months. And I've been hosting a lot of the PWCQs. I hosted the GFC, and I've been watching the metagame kind of slowly revolve. And I have not seen this many GOAT decks being played in actual months. So maybe you're right. Maybe people are understanding that this Warrior Menace is here to stay, and that you have to play some GOATs to kind of have a fighting chance. Or you can come out and play, Pot Charity, Night Ass Serpent. You could do that, and you could just beat anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about no goats, no pots, no snatch, no warriors, no nothing. You're coming on out and you send it. As Rotoscope guy says, Reasoning Gate is my favorite deck. Right on. We need more RGT players in here. I was also just based on the GFC performance, I was expecting to see a little bit more burn show up to this event. I didn't see a single burn deck so far. As we're going to go ahead and mirror force the Gravekeeper Spy and then MST during the second end phase there, and then we're gonna hit the most quality torrential tribute. Man, that's a twofer as we send both of those warrior mons to the bin as Don Zalug was prepared to rip and dip. As we get back that Sinister Serpent, Carl has some quality units into the bin as Breaker the Magical Warrior slams itself to the field, and there's going to be a rebuttal torrential tribute sending Breaker the Magical Warrior to the bin. We got some lag coming in off a Dueling Book. It is what it is. Is Pui or Delink in this tournament? And if so, what are they playing? I think Pui might have played a little bit. I think she might have showed up. I think she's playing. I want to say she's playing maybe Zork or maybe Light Return. I know she's been on Light Return lately, which is another cool deck. I'm sure she's gonna make a video about it soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned to Pui's Card Academy to see that. But Tribe's going to come on out and go ahead and declare Spellcaster, getting that skilled Dark Magician on into the bin. Mobius the Frost Monarch is in the bin as well as we set another monster into the face of this beefy Tribe Infecting Virus as Patrick Zero reveals Graceful Charity. And Delink, I don't think the world champ Delinquent played in this event today, but I know he's typically playing the Reasoning Gate strategy as well. Reasoning Gate. All the Reasoning Gate players out here, as Exile Force being sent to the bin is a telltale sign that some heat might be coming for the blue corner's health box here, as you discarded the Exile Force. Oh, you're going to play the Nobleman Cross out from the hand, hitting Magician of Faith. Let's see if this Warrior player removes any Magician of Faith. Shout out to LaBounty for making Magician of Faith in Warriors a thing, and we're going to hard summon the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer, and we're going to punch in for 18 and 20 and 16. Okay, and we're going to send Night Ass, and we're going to send GK Spy with the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer's effect. So now we got enemy tribe has hit the field, and we're able to go ahead and clean up the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer before bumping coconuts with the Tribe Infecting Virus. Oh man, I had the sound for that. Oh dang, I was almost there. There it is. And now little guy is on the field again. We've seen this little dude coming on in, crunching in for some quality damage, and he got 300 left. Little dude in the face of 300 life points, and you got Sinister Serpent. You have to set one seductive card into a defense position to prevent this little dude from just going haywire on your health box. And we're in main phase 1. We're going to summon the Boogie Down Blade Knight. Little dude will slash. And he just did not have the minerals to get to the finish line. So Carl will go down. It will be a 1-to-1 situation. The Warrior Menace from the Dentist has taken out the Turbo player. And that's how they do it, man. They just come after you. That's the way you got to beat Turbo these days. You got to absolutely bypass the card advantage theory and enter into the assault your HQ theory. Okay, if you want to come at their health box with mighty attacking mons, I think that's the way to do it. Grumple says, I thought Patrick is a defusion OTP. How are they doing on Warrior? He's cooking on Warrior. He's in the. This is the winners. This is the winner. This is the winner side finals. Okay, so Patrick Zero is absolutely cooking on this Warrior strategy. Evil Borrow Weight is trying to get a dub here as well. So we're going to come on out with a humble upstart T set. Very typical Turbo situation. And Patrick Zero is going to find the Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed adds 2. And I like the motif as well. Patrick Zero. Absolute Zero, that's pretty cool, as Blade Knight is going to go ahead and come on out and eat a Sakuretsu armor, as he often does. And Mobius the Frost Monarch, he's got a whole theme going on with this. I like that. I think we need more of that, as the skilled one has hit the board into attack position, and Sangan will be revealed, and both of those cards come on in for a hearty 2,900. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Let's see how it's going to be as Patrick Zero. Are we lagging? Oh, we're going to hit the Ringu of Destruction. Ring hits the skilled Dark Magician. Both duelists will lose 19. However, Patrick Zero will take an additional 1,000. As Sean says, JDZ, can you please explain what Pot of Greed does? I don't think anyone knows what it does. Oh, man. Oh, man, Sean, it's 2023. We can't make the Pot of Greed joke anymore. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.
I summon Pot of Greed.
We can't make the Pot of Greed joke anymore in 2023. It's just done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Unfortunately. But you know what? I appreciate it though. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. Oh man. No one will ever know. No one can ever know. No one will ever know.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Is that one Scuff? You talking about that one? That's a good one. That's a classic. That's a classic. All right. Pot of Greed is peak comedy and will be the last joke humanity ever tell. Maybe. HMVB says, hello, JDZ. How are you doing, man? Coming in with this new setup. Have you already downed a bottle of water? Yes. HMVB, I am definitely hydrated. I'm having today, honestly, Scuff may not agree, but I think the vibes are kind of in shambles. YouTube has been holding us down all morning. This is the third iteration of this stream we've tried to host. They keep getting shut down. With no explanation. I don't know why. You know, we had a good little rock and roll situation happening, and then this thing gets shut down. But guess what? We're back. We're back and better than ever. And thank you for asking. How's your hydration level, HMVB? I got another one over here. I already got one in. I got another. I'm trying to save this one. For hour number 5, you know, so I can get another one in. I might just sip. I might take a little sip. I got another one. All right. So we're out here absolutely getting after it. Yeah, I just changed some stuff around. I changed my little setup just so I can have a little better flow. Just so I can have a little better situation. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I like it so far. All right. Thanks for noticing. Yeah. How do you think I keep the cool swag rocking right here? So we have a double Blade Knight situation on the field, which is very aggressive. But you know, we got the tribal one. Tribe's going to come on out. Use Night As. Night As is going to get back the Magician of Faith, and then we're going to battle in for 16. So now but you do have Light and Dark. If you're that red corner player, you're in your first main phase. Tribe on Tribe violence, and we're going to bump Coconuts yet again. So Tribe on Tribe is going to absolutely smack Tribe, send Tribe to the bin. And then we got 3 cards in hand, 4 cards for Carl, and we're going to set another Mon before passing it over to Patrick Zero, who enters into the first main phase, and then that level 2 is back on you again. That level 2 is a Menace 3 society. That dude is never about peace, dude.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
But now we have Chaos Sorcerer, who is Magician of Faith's step cousin. If you guys didn't know, they are related. He's gonna get the revenge on Magician of Faith. And now we're going to get Tsukio Flip Me's going to come on out, clean up the Mystic Swordsman level 2, and then crunch on in for 2,300 points of damage. And here we go. So Carl is in a pretty good spot at this moment. You have your Chaos Sorcerers up on the field and active. You have Tsukiyomi in your hand. You have 2 set spell, 2 set spell trap cards on the field, and you are loving life. You got, life point advantage. You're not in ring range. You got to be feeling good. Patrick is backs against the wall, but this is where the dogs have to come out. This is dog time. This is the winner's final. So if you want to make it happen for yourself, you need to do it right here in this winner's finals. You set another monster on the field into defensive position in the face of this chaotic sorcerer. And now we're going to play that card destruction that we talked about so much. And it's going to be Solemn Judgment. Exile Force, very interesting, very peculiar indeed, coming in for that red corner player. You had the Exile Force, you had the Solemn Judgment. You'll like to keep both of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling cards into your hand. Very peculiar indeed. And now the skilled dark one is on the field. We're going to go crash headlong into the Majeo. Wait a minute. Hold up. That might have been in hand. It must have been in hand. Okay, we're going to get back to pot of greed and then ring for game. It does not matter because that thing was nobleman of cross-eye. Probably have to look at that later, but it doesn't matter. The duel has come to a screeching halt, and Carl is going to be in the grand finals again. Oh my goodness, this duelist is on a tear. Absolutely getting after it. But now you guys know exactly the location of which we have to go. The winner's bracket has been solidified and identified. We know who is going to be what it is. So we have Evil Borrowweight is going to be sitting here at the winner's grand finals, and we have to take a little trip on down to Dog Alley. Diagon Dogtown is where we're going to go and see who is going to meet Carl for the unfortunate event of the double up. You have to make it through the Dogville, and then you have to double up one of the greatest players we've ever had. Tough break. We're going to see what's going on. So let's hop on in and take a little swim. Who do you guys want to see? We haven't seen the duelist Asian Kid and Tango Wacko. Tango Wacko and Asian Kid, I have never seen either of these duels. I'm so happy and fortunate that they are part of this GOAT format dueling community, and we're going to see what they got going on. So, oh, wait, we have Ghost. What is happening? Asian Kid, is this a right one? Is this John Wick? Is this a John Wick rebrand? Is this what's happening here? Is this a John Wick rebrand? Can somebody fill me in? I'm so confused. Because you got Tango. I know Tango and John Wick were the same person, and now we have Ghost, who is also. It is John Wick. Okay. All right. Cool. Head judge Ivan Rosito clearing the air, keeping it fresh. Shout out to Ivan again. That is John Wick. Okay. Asian Kid 123. I'm not sure who that duelist is, but this is in fact a rebrand as well. We got going back to the old self of John Wick, coming on in with some pot duo. Okay, getting it in. This is game number 1. All right, let's update this to that and that to that. All right, cool. Nice. Okay, so now we got Graceful Charity as well. So he's getting a full little Trinity to start this thing off early, man. Oh man. I had the unfortunate, I lost my obelisk. I lost to John Wick in the building. I think he kind of got me with some of this. He's a good player. He kind of got me. I was so upset that I got out of there, but you know what? It is what it is. So we got DD Warley is going to be summoned to the field. This is a lot of good quality units right here for the red corner as well. Let's see what's going on over here. Not so much. So it looks like we have another Warrior Turbo soiree happening here in this Dogtown. Let's update the chart to identify our proper location. This is no longer the winter side. This is not. All right. This is, in fact, you guys already know the location. We are now the Lords of Dogtown. And we're holding it down, as we often do. We are absolutely getting it in. And I think the event, other than all the drama, other than all the nonsense that's been going on by YouTube, I think everything else has been going pretty smooth and solid so far. Again, shout out to everyone else for hanging with us and being here, enjoying and electing to spend your time with us, even though, we've been having all these technical difficulties. Out of my control, by the way. Trust me, if I could not have those, I would much rather not. But it is what it is. I cooked Wick last night 3-0 on Warriors. What? He said if I'm going to win with Warriors, he said I'm going in with Warriors today. He might win. He can win this thing. I can see John Wick being the dog of the day, making a deep dog run on this thing. Got some good materials to do it. Warrior deck's good. Warrior deck's strong. Warrior deck is strong. As now we have a lot of units being played for this Asian Kid 123 as well. with the Ruby Carbuncle. I learned this. Maskis taught me this card, and I thought that was the funniest thing. This card's name is Carbuncle in the building. He's got 3 cards in hand, and we're hanging on tight. We're trying to get through this thing. We are absolutely trying to get through this onslaught of warriors that are coming your way. If you don't figure out a way to break it down quick, I'm rooting for Wick. We need to keep shutting out Chaos Turbo. Oh man, as much as it pains my soul, I just think it's played too often. I love watching Warrior Mirrors. That's my second favorite mirror to watch. Maybe third. I don't know. I like watching the Warrior Mirror. I think it's hilarious. I would rather watch 100 Warrior Mirrors instead of, 50 Turbo Mirrors. That's just me. Again, I have bias. But I want Turbo players to keep playing. I don't want people. But I just think that the Chaos Turbo deck, it's too represented. It's overly represented, I think, because it's so consistent and it's so good and people want to win. So of course you're going to play the deck that allows you to be the most consistent and the deck that allows you to win. So why not? But then like Lucas said when he did his interview, he came by, go check that out. Lucas the Heretic winning the previous GFC that just went down. Again, shout out to Lucas. He came out and he said, hey, you got a turbo deck, which is the best deck. Play the deck that beats the best deck, and now you're playing the best deck. So, I mean, that's facts. That's spitting right there. So maybe there might be something to that as well. I don't know. I would love to see a world where people just played different things and played what they enjoyed and played what they liked. But that world does not exist. Everyone's not going to live in that kind of frame of mind. But if it just stays like this, everyone just plays, 50% of the deck, 40% of the decks are Chaos Turbo. That's just how it is. I'm fine with that too. Find a deck that can beat Chaos Turbo and you're going to be fine. All right, so we're going to flip summon the Magician of Faith. Magician of Faith is going to grab the Snatch Steal, and that is just going to absolutely secure victory for John Wick there, a.k.a. Ghost. All right, so let's move this thing up to a 1. Nope. Cool. All right. I'd be interested to see Chaos Turbo conversion rate. We probably can get that. We probably can get a little more. We probably can get something. It might be a little bit harder. Like I said, we're in a new little program over here, so it's not as easy as it once was in previous times, But we could probably secure that information somehow. Anybody good with numbers? Hold up. I'm trying to figure out how is Christopher Ivan Flores in the chat box asking questions about himself while side decking. How are you listening to the stream asking questions about your own self in the chat section? What is going on? What is going down? What is going on? Okay. I'm not buying it. We know it's you. You've been busted. Tango Wacko. You're busted. You're done. You've been already made. Called out. Flamfoozled. Bim. Okay. I see. Are you playing in the Edison event as well? Are you dual screening right now? Are you dual screening? Is that legal? Can you do that? I guess you can multi-table. I guess you can multi-table. But I wouldn't try that with Ivan as the head judge. He will absolutely destroy you with the time. So if you're taking too much time, he's going to blast you. And I know he don't play. He's got the blammer. You know what I'm saying? Ivan has got the cape and cowl. TK will blast you too, but Ivan will definitely blast you. So I would make sure that you're not taking too much time because you're going to get that blammer, dude. And you don't want to. It's not going to be. He's not going to feel bad about it either. So if you're out here dual multi-screening, that's pretty impressive though. If you can do that. If you can multi-screen playing 2 different formats at high levels in a tournament setting is insane to me. I don't think I could do that. As we're going to go ahead and Thunder Dragon up to a Pot of Greed into a Graceful Charity. So now Asian Kid 123 is getting some fortunate rips, getting to that good trend early and often. The trend will give and the trend will take away, as it often does. Oh man. All right, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick set four ski and pat set four and set them on. Very, very cool. So we're gonna do a fake Blade Knight representation with a set mon before throwing it back on over. Cool. And the little dude is back again, like he never left. Coming on out, sacrificing his body into back row, sacrificing his body into set mons. This guy can do it all. He requires a response, and that response will come in the form of Sakuretsu armor, removing that Mystic Swordsman level 2 from deck, from grave, from field to grave, and then the held Minecon will come on in as well. Minecon targeting the set. I like the sequence. I like the sequence. I like to send the swordsman, because sometimes if you send the swordsman into, say, a serpent or a Sangan or something whack, they'll just let it ride and then you keep your Minecon. Or they'll probably protect it and then you save your Minecon, you flip the Minecon to get a little bit of added additional value. But we're going to flip the GK Spy, and Ghost is going to abandon some of the Rampage technology and not reveal Spy of his own. Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. Unless he drew them all in his hand, that could also be a possibility. But there's no spy to be had from that red corner player as he reluctantly passes the spy back to the Asian Kid 123. And then we're just going to slam it right on into that battle phase and crack on in for a hearty bit of damage, 1,200 to be specific. Okay. All right. If you are just now finding the stream, this is PWCQ number 39, part 3. Okay, the squeakquel. All right, we've had some serious issues with YouTube cutting us off, but now we are back. And if you can, let's go ahead and like this stream as well. If you've already liked the previous 2 streams, I appreciate you for doing that. If you can just continue that same energy on this stream, I would also appreciate that as well. And then when this one inevitably gets cut off, if it does, I don't think it will, but if it does, we'll just continue to like that stream as well and get it back. As Breaker the Magical Warrior will go ahead and break the Solemn Judgment, getting it out of there. Sniper alert. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the GK Spy, bonk him, send him on to the GY as well. Coming at you specific from the Pacific. Beast got bars. We got bars over there, bars and cars. Beast hitting the raps, doing what that's what I am doing. I'm coming to you from the Pacific Northwest, specifically as Dekoichi is going to flip, adding another card to the hand. Light and dark are established for the blue corner. Ghost still sitting here with the Mystic Swordsman and the Minecon in there, just kind of weathering the storm. Thumbs up all around. All right. Sick. And then we're going to do it. So a chaotic maneuver is going to be had as the Black Lusted One has been slammed into attack position. And it looks like this duelist might be foregoing any prioritization in this moment. And yes, another normal summon has happened very quickly indeed. And we're going to go headlong into the battle phase. And that's a lot of damage. Quick math indicates that would be the end of the duel. But it is going to be Book of Moon, and Solemn Judgment will say nay. So that duel that's a lot. I can't count. Okay, so that's 3,000 on top of that. Yeah, this duel's over. All right, so that's going to get the Dublinsky. So it's going to be a 1-1 situation. 1-1 or all. Game 3 type beats as Ivan Flores, Christopher Ghost, Ivan Flores, multi-tabling, by the way. Does anyone know how this duelist is doing in the Edison event? There is an Edison event that is going on simultaneous to us right now. It's just unfortunate circumstances that we have. I mean, this stuff has to happen on the weekends, as it is. We want to have these events. They typically happen on Saturdays and Sundays. And it just so happened to line up that both these events took place on the same day. We typically try to not do that, so duelists don't have to make a choice between what they want to do or how they want to spend their time. And to negotiate that obstacle, John Wick elected to just play them both at the same time. So this duelist is playing Edison and Go format at the same time, which is pretty cool. I think that's neat. I think that's really cool. So he's going to come on out and get some bountiful charity is going to happen as Graceful is going to be played. I wish I was talented enough to try something like that. I barely can play one at a normal level, let alone double screening, trying to play two different formats at the same time. I'll be over here, especially they have like slightly different rules and stuff too, in terms of how certain cards interact with each other and different things of that sort. I would not be good with. Actually, some certain cards are banned and stuff. It'll be a mess. I couldn't do it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and Graceful Charity up, and we're gonna discard the little dude, discard the BK, and then we're gonna stick it into the main phase 1 still, and we're gonna summon the Ninja Grand Master Sasuke. And we're going to set 1, 2, 3, 4. As Sean says, JDZ, you should have a Trinity counter to count how many times one of the Trinity cards is played throughout the tourney. That would be really cool. I think we could do that. We could set that up. But the issue is I can barely keep the round count going, let alone sit here and count and figure out a way to capture that information. Maybe I can keep like a little tally and then just after each round add it to somewhere where we all can see it. That could be really funny. And then maybe we can have a prize of someone, like whoever gets the closest or whoever gets it right, how many activations of a Trinity card throughout the whole day on stream. That could be really cool. I'm gonna write that down. That's going into the book, Sean. Great idea. All right, let's write that down. That's in the book. Right there, Trinity counter. I think we could do that. I got to figure out a way to actually execute that, as we're going to summon the Ninja Grandmaster, and then we're going to reveal the Trap Dust Shoot, and his hand was BLS, Spy, Sork, Saku, Solemn. All right. So now we have Ninja Grandmaster in attack position. You have perfect information of the cards that remain in hand for Asian Kid, which is a tough spot to be in, as the Nobleman of Crossout will be played from the set position, sending all those spies out of the equation. The spy number, so all 3 copies of spy are going to be removed, and now we have a reinforcement of the army is going to be revealed, and it is the Donald one. The Donald J. Zalug has hit the field in attack position. You know that one of those is Sakuretsu armor, and then you're going to go ahead and just slam it into it, but it's going to be Solemn on top of Solemn. And now, do you play your own Solemn too? Ooh, or do you lose your cards in your hand? Oh, I guess you're fine with that. And yeah, you're going to go ahead and get a Donald Zalou. He's going to get a Ripsky out of your hand, which is going to be... Oh, it was the BLS. Ouch, baby. Very ouch. As BLS was the rip from the hand. Man, ow. And now we are sitting here. You got 1 card left. You're going to set it onto the field. You got 1 brick still in your hand, and now you got to pass it back over to this Warrior Menace who is staring you down. And we're going to go into the end phase. Looks like we've got a little bit of lag happening. Sean says, in that position, I would have used my judgment to counter the other judgment, because if you don't, you will even be farther negative. I mean, you gotta, your life points come on up. You gotta, yeah. The cards in hand were pretty dead. He knows they are, and you'll pay half your life points just to get another 18 taken from you as well. And then you're gonna be sitting at one shot away from death. I don't know. That might be tough. If you try it, that might be tough. I guess you could probably get into a graceful or something, and then maybe you can get back in that way. But man, that's rough. That's rough. It's a tough spot. That's what the game's all about. It's what the game's all about, man. Making those little decisions is what Go Format is all about, and that's a decision that Asian Kid made. And I think they kind of did the right thing, because he knew your hand was Sork and BLS, and them junks wasn't doing nothing. You saw him the Don. Or you saw him that Don's dead, but now you literally would be dead right there. The game would be over because you would have no life left. All right, but now you're sitting here, and then you draw into the Upstart Goblin. Upstart is going to give Ghost an additional 1,000. Yeah, Nate Dogg. I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%, Nate Dogg. If he Solemns, he lost right there. At least now he had opportunity to get a few more cards. Still not looking too great for the blue corner player, but you didn't immediately lose. You just postponed it ever so slightly. As we go and shift it back on over to Ghost, who's got the Don Zalu, he's got the Ninja Grandmaster in attack position, and you're just kind of hanging out. You're just kind of hanging out tough. And we enter into the battle phase, and Don is going to crunch on in, and it's going to be the Mirror Force. Mirror Force will be played, sending both of those warriors to the bin. All right, let's see. We got someone asking if we can get the bracket. Yeah, I got the bracket. Give me a sec. I can let me do a quick little cut from the action. All right, let's do that, and I can get that in there for you. How's that? There you go. And there's the bracket. As we're going to go ahead, now we're going to play the Solemn Judgment and hit the Breaker, the Magical Warrior, and that brings you down to 17, which even that Solemn was pretty good, because now they knew what Solemn was. You had to use it there, and you didn't have to cost that much. No problem. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's Necro. Shout out to Necro in the building, holding it all the way down out here. Much love, much love. All right. So here we go. Drawing another card. You still would have been on borrowed time. You're at 29 left in deck versus 27 to Ghost Rider. You made it through that 10 card threshold, the JDZ theory. If you can get through your first 10 cards playing against a warrior deck, you're doing pretty good. So you made it past the 10 card situation, but it still might be a bit too late for you, as Kiko the Ghost Destroyer is going to come on in for what could be the end of the duel. And GG's all around. So there it is. Ghost, aka John Wick, first of his name, go ahead and gets the Dublinsky and moves on in the PWCQ number 39, trying to get a Dublinsky. This duelist has already won this event once this season, is trying to get another one to get a secondary invite to the Go Format World Championship. All right, so now we will jump on in. I see Grumple Stillskin is still alive, so I'm gonna jump on over to this dog match that's happened over here between Raihas and Grumple, and we're gonna see what the Bones is got cooking up today. Grumple getting knocked down. I believe he's playing a Chaos Turbo deck as well. I believe we got some Chaos Turbo going on in here. So let's see what the Grumps is doing. Shout out to all the bones out here. Shout out to all the bone players in the building. I'm not seeing it. Are they not playing? Is that duel over? Has that duel just over? Did you win, Grumps? Did you get the Dublinskis, Grumps? Did you get the dub? I'm not playing Turbo. Stop spreading lie. Okay, roger that. I will stand down. I will stop spreading misinformation. I will not spread any further misinformation. I will keep my lies to myself. Okay, so we're just waiting for that one to update. It appears as if that duel has just come to a complete end. So do we want to go see the Rampage battle that's happening here between Yada Yada and John Wick, or do we want to see Crash Volt versus Grump? So we have Grump, I believe he's playing Return. I think that's what Grump's playing. Grump's playing Return. Crash Volt is playing Chaos Control. We have Warrior versus Yada, who's playing, I think, Turbo. Crash and Grump. We want to see Crash and Grump. I got one vote for Crash and Grump. Crash and Grump. Okay, we're going to see Crash and Grump. We're going to go in and see what Crash Vote is doing. We're going to go see what we're going to hop in. We're going to hop in. All right, so let's do it. All right. Grumps in the building versus UI. I'm a little biased. You guys know me, man. I'm UI all the way. I'm UI in my core. I'm biased. All right. So, but I'm still going to be as unbiased as I can because I do like Bones. I like Bones a lot, but I love me some Crash Vote, man. I think this is one of the nicest, most kind-hearted people that you will ever meet. You know what I'm saying? And he's really smart on the game, and he has a great heart, man. Someone I'm glad I had the pleasure of meeting this duelist in person, and I had the pleasure of working with this duelist before on different decks and different testing and things like that. Absolute class act all around. So love me some Crash Vote, and I like some Grump too. You know what I'm saying? I've never met Grump. You know what I'm saying? I've never met Grump, but it is what it is. All right. Bones is half of the GFC top 8. You mean FLC? FLC top 8. FLC is underway too. Man, there's so much Go Format activity that is taking place in this space right now. So much. Sorry. Excuse me. Still recovering. I'm in recovery right now as we have Crash Volt versus Grumple Stillskin. We have Bones versus Ultra Instinct, and Grumple will get the better of Crash in the rock paper scissors situation, and will get to go first. All right, so let's update this back to 0 and 0. Okay, and now we're rocking and rolling. Neat. Am I lagging out again? Can someone tell me if I'm lagging out again? Can someone please let me know if that starts to happen? I've refreshed. I updated everything. I closed everything out. I turned my Wi-Fi off. I did everything that I could possibly do to ensure that this is not a thing, but it's all good. We living. All right, we vibing. Cool. So Crash Vote, after coming out with just a single solitary set, Crash Vote will respond with some Thunder Dragons in kind, adding 2 from the deck to the hand. That's what I'm talking about, Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg is a real one too, man. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Nova Ethos is it's so many, man. You guys make this so easy just to have all these real people holding it down, holding this community down is just, oh man, I just want to punch somebody, dude, because I'm so happy. Punch someone with joy, dude. I just want to punch someone with joy, not hate, just uppercut someone with love, dude. Because that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, as we're going to go ahead and hit the reinforcements of the army, grab the DD Warrior Lady, and then take a quick jog, add another card to the hand. All right, so now we got 6 cards in hand for the Grumpinator, as DD Warrior Lady will bear down and clap on in for 1,500 points of partially damage. Let's see if that connects, and it does. DD Warrior Lady's solid Yu-Gi-Oh card. Solid Yu-Gi-Oh card. Slam it on into the second main phase. We're going to set some support behind this DD Warrior Lady before, 3 cards are going down, before passing it back over to the Crash Volt. Crash Volt rocking some anime stuff on the profile pic. I'm not sure what this is. And you're rocking some other thing up there as well. I'm not sure what that is either. Looks kind of cool though. Whatever it might be. Looks kind of neat, I would say so. As Trap Does Shoot will reveal. Oh, Trap Does Shoot has to send back the Thunder Dragon, and we're just going to go ahead and discard that right away. Add Thunder Dragon back to the hand. That's how that went down. Sean says, hey, JDZ, do you know any GOAT control experts in the community? We have quite a few people. Who I would consider GOAT control experts, like people who play GOAT control exclusively and do fairly well with them. I wouldn't call myself an expert. I would say I'm fairly decent. I would say I'm slightly above average. I would say I'm maybe even average or slightly above average. I would not call myself a control expert. I would say I am decent. I would say, that list that Nate Dogg has is probably my order. Maybe I'll probably even put Leo P ahead of Jean-Claude Van Damme, just in terms of consistency and like what they've accomplished. I would put Leo P ahead of Jean-Claude Van Damme in that list, and that's my same list. I think Geisty is one of the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh players we have in our current game, and he plays primarily Go Control, and he plays at an extremely high level. Same thing with Leo P. He plays primarily Go Control at an extremely high level, and Jean-Claude Van Damme there, high level. King Snell, Gary G is up next. I've said that several times. I think Gary G is up next. I think it's just a matter of time for Gary G. Is like name is tossed around with some of the best players. I think he has a great mind for Yu-Gi-Oh. He has a great mind for like patience and card advantage and how to gain advantage and how to see what's he's a great mind for Yu-Gi-Oh, and he plays primarily Go Control. So yeah, those are some of the experts that I can think of off the top of my head when I see the word expert. I like playing Control. I think I'm pretty decent at it. I know a lot about the deck, and I've been playing a lot of matches. Most of the time I'm playing a Control type deck, but I'm definitely no expert. But thanks for the love, though. I like to play it. As Metamorphosis is going to come on out. Speaking of Control, 1,000 Eyes Restrict will make another appearance today, and I'm all here for it. I'm all here for 1,000. I love seeing this card. Every time I see this card on the field, it brings me joy. It lets me know that, hey, this is it. This is it, man. 1,000 Eyes is back, as he's going to declare that effect targeting the DD Warrior Lady. DD Warrior Lady now is attached to that 1,000 Eyes Restrict. As Nova says, Gary is also one of the nicest guys in the community. That is a fact. That dude is awesome. I met him twice so far. We met in Philly, and also we met in Austin. He was down there as well. He topped that event. More deck profiles are coming. I think his deck profile is coming out next. I'm just so behind on my content distribution. Is ridiculous, but I still have a lot of the Austin deck profiles. Oh crap, what is going on with my screen? It's all jacked up, dude. Oh my goodness, how did that happen? There we go. Man, that's terrible. But yeah, I'm just delaying the inevitable on my content distribution. I'm just bad. But you know what? It is what it is. You take what you get, and you don't throw a fit, as I say to my kids. But I'm gonna work on that. Gary G's deck is coming out from GGP in Austin. We have a lot of other things that are going down as well. Cool. Let's see if was that working. All right, neat. All right, cool and neat. He's awesome, dude. I'm thinking of running Go Control next tourney. I'm in. Go for it. There's a lot of cool decks. If you get into the Discord, there are a lot of different ideas to think about. Or if you are a fan of a certain deck, you can reach out to some other people who are fans of that deck, and you guys can collaborate and come up with a good deck or a good idea for whatever your particular metagame is. I think that's the coolest part about this community as well. You can always, like, you go on the channels, you got the Go Controls channel. It's kind of like those, I've said this before, it's kind of like those old kung fu movies from back in the day. Like, people have their certain styles of kung fu, and it's like their dojo, so they have their person who's like their best player. He'll come in sometimes like, hey guys, this is what I've been doing, and everyone else like, oh, roger that, sensei. And then they'll try to match that same energy, or they come up with different developments for their own particular deck, like the Earth Aggro deck, Chaos Turbo channel's super active because that's the most deck. But I scroll through there sometimes, and the Go Control channel gets pretty active too, because that's a passion of everyone. No one plays Go format and just like, oh, I hate Go Control. I think it's so stupid. Everyone has a deep respect for Go Control because it's the deck. It is the deck of the format, even though Turbo is tier 0.5, tier 0.5 is like so heavily played, but still, oh man, look at this heavy storm. Wowza. That storm was heavy. Oh my goodness. That was a big one. That was a huge storm. Huge heavy storm. Ouch. Nate Dogg says, LO, Sensei Ivan does be doling out the thoughts there. Oh man. And that's one thing Nate Dogg, I'm glad you brought that up, but that's one thing I do not understand is, like, Ivan might be in there spitting, dude. People be talking about stuff. Ivan might be in there spitting, coming in, dropping knowledge, dropping bombs, dude. I'm talking just straight heaters. And I'll be in there, I'll be like, man, I'll be taking notes. I'm like, I'm gonna make a video about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take all this info Ivan's spitting, and I'm about to just share that with the world. And what ultimately ends up happening 95% of the time is people be like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it different. I'm not doing that. Ivan be like, look, check it out. I've watched countless hours of replays, and I've done serious analysis, and I'm telling you, this is what it is. I've won so many games. I have this huge winning percentage. I've won tournament after tournament. Here's what it is. People like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm like, but bro, trust me, man. Trust me. Look, if you just do this, you're gonna win. Here it is. I'm like, nah, dog. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do this other thing. And Ivan just be sitting there so patient. He'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But if you try it, watch the video, watch the tape, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna go the way you think it is. Nah, B. It ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna do this whole other thing. And trust me, this is up next. That would hurt. That would break me down because I'm not as good at Yu-Gi-Oh as Ivan. I'm not. I don't think I ever will be. My brain just don't work like that. It ain't good like that. But man, I would be so frustrated. Like if I'm out here giving you the real deal, the down low, dirty, nasty, right from the spigot, dude, and you're gonna be like, nah. I'm like, man, well, I'm out, dude. I'm not gonna keep doing this. But he'll be in there. He'll keep coming back, man. He'll keep coming back, and he'll do it. That's why I think Ivan's a real one, dude. I think Ivan's a real one, especially if you're playing Chaos Turbo. If you're trying to be a better Chaos Turbo player, he does have a YouTube channel, and he does reviews for Chaos Turbo only. You know, Chaos Turbo and Chaos Turbo only. He's definitely Rex Speedman adjacent. Go check it out, man. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out if that's what you're into. But it's fine. It's fine. Like what I think more people have to understand. And as Grumple Stillskin is kind of going off right now, trying to snatch steal. He's got the snatch steal on the Blade Knight flip spy. So that's a secondary spy coming from the deck. That's a lot of spies on the field. And we're going to switch to attack position. And is there going to be Cyberjar one time? It's never Cyberjar, dude. It's never Cyberjar, but it should always be Cyberjar. And let's see what it's going to be as Chaotic Sorcerer is going to go headlong into a Nasty Night Ass. Nasty Night Ass is going to go ahead and pop the Chaotic Sorcerer, banishing it from the field. And we're going to punch on in for a huge bit of damage. That's a lot of damage coming on into the hitbox of the blue corner as we set another spell trap on the field. 4-star Ladybug would have went ridiculous as another powerful trap dust shoot is played. This card has been just sealing games all day long. Unfortunate. He's super smart. Unfortunate. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the Dubski on. Let's see. Round is going to go to Grumple Stillskin. Grumple Stillskin is going to go ahead and get the Dublinsky there, and we're going to move on to game number 2. And that Heavy Storm was diabolical. That hurt me. That still hurt my core right there. Getting heavy for Oblivion is just the way it is. But you got to do that kind of stuff because you don't want to get trap dust shot. You don't want to get, trap dust shot or shooted. You don't want to be shooted. Okay. So you have to do stuff like that and put all kind of cards onto the field of play. And then guess what? Heavy Storm just comes and blasts your whole situation into obscurity, and then life goes on. Life goes on, man. It is what it is. I don't know, but I was saying, like, if to your point, Sean, if someone wants to play this game, there are levels. You can play it extremely competitively where you only play in tournaments and you only play the one deck and you're only trying to be as good as you can. There's levels. Like if you just play it casually, that's also acceptable in this community. Like you don't have to play in tournaments and you don't have to play the most tier 0 meta breaking stuff. But when you're having those conversations and you're having it with someone who identify what your audience is and identify who you're talking to and about what and what the conversation is, because you're talking about like casual stuff and you're interfacing with someone who's on some extremely competitive stuff. They're not going to always homogenize, and that's fine too. But I think there should be more caveats and more, lead ups to that. That's my 2 cents on it. Okay. Grace says, I almost got hit with the nastiest cybercharge today, but I top decked the knock. Dude, 4-star Ladybug of Doom and Cyberjar might need to go ahead and start coming on back in. Why not? Bring them back, dude. Bring them back, dude. Bring them back. All right, so we get the Trap Dust Shoot. Trap Dust Shoot is going to be played again, and we're going to send back the Night Assailant. And the hand is revealed to be 2 Thunder Dragons, Snatch Steel, Metamorphosis, and Sakuretsu Armor. Sorry, I got to consume. I do apologize. I gotta consume, dude. I gotta consume. I must consume, bro. You gotta eat to live. You gotta consume, dude. Oh, Nova. Are you playing? Did you play that today? You didn't play that today. Did you play that deck today? I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, man, but I don't want to spoil it, dude. I don't want to spoil it, but that deck Nova's got going on, that's a game breaker right there, dude. That's a game breaker right there, dude. That's a game breaker right there, dude. If you can figure that thing out, if you can get that thing dialed in, I don't want to spoil it just yet, man, but man, that thing is fierce, dude. And there's been iterations like that I've seen in play before, but it kind of fell out of favor. But if you can get that thing locked in, Nova, I think you got a heater, dude. I'm so glad we tangled on the ladder that one time. I saw Nova in the very early stages of that deck. We crossed swords randomly on the ladder, and then we just started vibing on this deck and what it could be. And I'm just like, dude, man. And I saw him cooking with that thing, some other replays, and I saw him cooking with that thing in the 7 p.m. I'm like, dude, you might be onto something. That's a heater right there. That's a sleeper meta if I've ever seen one. Oh damn. So Crash Vote he's going full in. Oh man. So he's bypassing the Fiend Skull Dragon. He's bypassing the Dark Bolter the Terrible. He's bypassing all of the other level 5s, guilty of the D Knight. Okay, we're not bringing that guy out. We're going for none other than Reaper on the Nightmare Horse. Reaper has hit the field. Reaper is a 5, big dog. Nate Dog, Reaper is a 5-ski. And that thing is coming on in for your hand meat. And he's going to rip and dip. Come on in for a grip. Let's see what's going to be pillaged from the hand. Reaper on the Nightmare Horse is terrifying. This card is menacing, dude. This is Menace 4 Society right here. So now you're sitting here and you got Reaper on the Nightmare Horse coming after you. I love that. That's why I like meta. That's why I like seeing meta. You don't get to see this card, like cards like this being played that much if you're just having turbo mirrors all the time or whatever you want to call it. Coming for the hand, coming tickling the hand space a little bit as we're going to flip the GK Spy. So it was in fact the GK Spy, which was a solid read. Dark Bolter the Terrible would have faltered in the hands of this 2000 defense spellcaster. So Reaper of the Nightmare Horse might have been the correct way to go, as Gracha will be played. And Gracha will go ahead and add 3 to the hand, sending 2 to the bin. And it is indeed always Spy. It's never not Spy. I got Reaper off of Stein once to kill through a field of goats, dude. That's the best time to do it or the field might be like a bunch of spies and stuff you can't really get through, and your life is pretty high, so you can take a couple beatings. You bring out Reaper if they like lock themselves out. You bring out Reaper and just tickle that hand a little bit. Just tickle that hand. Just give a little tickle. You know what I'm saying? Just a little, or feel up that hand a little bit, you know, and make people start stressing. When you got Reaper on the Nightmare Horse staring down your position, dude, you are in stress. You're in duress. Oh, you attack? I'll take 400. You're in duress, dude. You got to do something about it because this guy's not going to die. He's going to come after your hand meat again, dude. Oh, but he get a little, okay. That works. That works. You get a little damage, then you go ahead and send them on out of there. I can respect that. As Mind Control will remove Reaper from the Nightmare Horse from the equation and off the field. Antonio, welcome to the program. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm JDZ, and I play Ghosts. This is the PWCQ number 39. We are currently in Dogtown. Dogtown is not a thing. It's a place, okay? It's a place where if you lose in the top bracket, you go to this location where you got to have that dog. And whoever's got the biggest dog will come on out of Dogtown, and they will find their way into a bracket reset. Waiting in the wings is none other than Evil Barrowweight, GFC champion, 2-time GGP champion, and a bunch of other accolades and titles I'm not about to go into right now. But this duel is absolutely waiting in the wings, trying to get a Dublinsky in this PWCQ number 39. But currently we are in Dogtown. That is where we are. That is not what it is. It's where are we? Dogtown. Location here, presently. And that's what it is. This is the loser's veal. Okay, so Crash Volt is trying to get out of this thing. He's got the 2 GK spies that are up and active on the field. We are in the first main phase with a set Mon very menacingly staring down the board position. Oh, you can. Mercenary V. You can definitely have a poodle. You can have a little chihuahua, little baby dog, but you got to be the big dog. You got to be the dog. You got to have that absolute dog to get out of Dogtown. You know what I'm saying? You can be a little poodle. I'm a poodle. You'll show up. You won't show out. You won't make it, as Dekoichi is going to go ahead and train on train violence. Cleaning up Dekoichi on Dekoichi is going to go ahead and happen as we slam it into the second main phase. And then we'll bring out the Chaotic Sorcerer into defensive posture. The Chaotic Sorcerer is going to go ahead and use his ability to banish one of those GK spies out of play. The Satellite equals Dogtown? The Satellite, not going to lie, what JD just said about Dogtown sounded like the plot of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I'm not going to hold you, Sean. I'm not going to hold you for a second, but I have never seen any episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Beyond Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Never. I have never in my life. Oh man, so coming on in with a fierce heavy storm again, another crucial heavy storm into a snatch deal, which is just violence. And now we got the Chaotic Sorcerer in attack position, who's going to go ahead and launch a full-scale investigation into the Dekoichi's health, sending that thing on to the bin and setting another card into the fray. I've never seen it. I watched the entire. Obviously, I've seen every episode of the first Yu-Gi-Oh. I've seen most of the episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. But I have never seen an episode of anything beyond Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. I got nothing. I heard they were on motorcycles for a time. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. So we're going to, what a timely dust tornado. Timely dust tornado on the timely snatch deal. That's Yu-Gi-Oh, man. That's GOATs. And he just so happened to have it. Can't have Yu-Gi-Oh! Without Yugi. Make that make sense, Nate Dogg. Make that even make sense. In what world does that make sense? As this Breaker the Magical Warrior is going to absolutely go crazy. These spellcasters are just getting out of hand. Breaker the Magical Warrior is going to pop the secondary Sakuretsu armor. And then we're going to try to go on in for some full-scale damage as we banish the GK Spy out of play and then punch on in for 3,000. And it seems like it will all connect. Oh my goodness. Duel spiraling out of control. Yeah, I don't understand how you have Yu-Gi-Oh without Yu-Gi. Like, what are we doing? His name is Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not. Maybe they could have named it something different. I don't know. What could have gone? I don't know what it could have been. I don't. They could have named it. They could have named it something else. But we're gonna go in card destruct for 2. Seems like Desperation Station coming in for the blue corner. It's not over, but you did get some quality units coming out from that red corner hand, getting that knock out of play. Soul Exchange and Thunder Dragon. Interesting. So you did have like a pretty clean out to the board there. They wanted to card destruct, maybe get some new cards. Soul Exchange is pretty neat. I like that Soul Exchange. So now we're thinking about it. 2 cards in hand. Heavy Storm would be great. Breaker would be great. Yeah, I don't know. So now we're into the standby phase. Crash Volt's hanging on tight for dear life, trying to make something happen as we go and shift the GK Spy to defense position and then crack on in for 2,300 points of damage. Technically, the anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't called Yu-Gi-Oh! It's called Duel Monsters. Like within the show? Or, I don't know, man. The Yu-Gi-Oh! I watch is called Yu-Gi-Oh! And they even say it in the theme song. Well, not in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme song, but they just have the thing and that one. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Generation Next. I might be bugging. I don't know. I might be bugging. So he's going to come on in. Both will connect. So that's 2,300 and 1,600 points of damage. Set Ring is always repulsive. Set Ring is just absolutely repulsive. So we're going to go ahead and think for a brief moment as you gain an additional 1,000 life points due to Snatch Steal. So let's get that updated first. Yeah, that's interesting. He card instructed send the Soul Exchange to Thunder Dragon, but you could have Soul X the Sork and summon the Thunder Dragon maybe, and I don't know if that's right. It can't be correct anyway. But we're going to add 1,000 for a Snatch, and then we're going to play the Graceful Charity. And then they got some lag going on here as well. Yes, you can play Soul Exchange and play Metamorphosis, but that monster has to be face up. You cannot Soul Exchange a set monster for Metamorphosis because it won't jive. I don't know the legal jargon behind that. I'm not a full-fledged judge yet, but that dog won't hunt is what I'll say. That ship won't sail. That won't jive. You can definitely Metamorphosis a face-up monster with Soul Exchange, but not a set monster because it won't matriculate, dude. That's it. You just can't do it because the game can't see the level or something. That train won't leave the station. That dog won't hunt. That ship won't sail. That car won't drive. That dog also won't bark. You can't do it. Can't do it. All right, so we're going to play the Graceful Charity, and now he's thinking about it here, pondering. Need a heavy storm would just be phenomenal for that blue corner player. If you can get to a heavy one, the heaviest storm would be phenomenal. Sorry, fellas, I gotta consume. I'm so sorry. Trying not to do too much eating onto this thing as I often do, but you know what? Big dog gotta eat, man. And there he found it. We have located the heavy storm, but he had the Book of Moon anyway. Oh man. As Crash begins to ponder here into that first main phase in response to the Book of Moon, what shall it be? And he lets it go. And it is the Wing Blast, which was there. This card in hand has to be something really good. It has to be something really good. Oh, man, what could that card be that is so good, that is better? Nah. Yeah, you can't do that either. Never mind, I'm tripping. As we go on reinforcements of the army, summon Blade Knight into a Torrential Tribute. Oh, man, that was robust. Blee LS? Every single time. Well played, old chap. GG's all around from both of these duelists. It is what it is. He had too much heat. There was too much sauce coming in from that deck. I was thinking like maybe you could. It was TT. Okay, so TT was probably a good hold there. I was about to say you could Wing Blast and send send the snatch steal to the top and get your set thing back, but then you're just gonna snatch it again later. All right, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Well done, well played by both duelists. Shout out to Bones, shout out to Grumple, shout out to Crash for getting a top performance in this event. You know, this duelist doesn't get to play as often as other duelists as well. Finally making some time to get out here and play in this PWCQ and getting a top performance is always going to be lit. Okay, but now we're going to keep it rocking. We got Grace in the building. Grace holding it down versus Paid 1-7. It appears as if we have a Warrior versus Reasoning Gate in Dogtown. We're going to see who that dog is. We're going Grace. Everybody loves them some Grace. We all love Grace out here. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to Grace. I can't, again, it's some really dope people in this community. There's really dope people doing some dope stuff in their personal lives, in their dueling lives, and Grace is no change to that current situation. I think Grace is awesome, and we're gonna see what Grace has got going on. And Grace will not be going first, as he has the Archlord Chrysia. I'm learning this card is on the avatar here with Deep Space, probably depicting the Orion constellation in the sleeves, or maybe even that is I don't know, Ursa Major perhaps in the sleeves there, as Paid again 1-7 rocking the Dante avatar with no sleeves. No sleeve meta might be OP. We'll see how much trend no sleeves, who gets the most trend based on their sleeve context content. We'll see what it is. All right, so Paid 1-7 is coming on out with a humble set 2 and throw it back over. Grumple says, right, I need to smack Grace around after he sacked me earlier. Oh, man. Shots fired? Was that shots? I can't tell if that was shots. I think that might have been shots, dude. Calling shots? I don't know, man. I don't know. So we'll see. We have a potential rivalry battle taking place, as Grumple says, I want the Stallion, calling out Grace, who sacked him allegedly earlier in this particular event, as Boogie Down Breaker is going to be summoned to the field in attack position, retaining counter before punching on in with a full value 1-9. That wasn't shots, that was cannon fodder. Oh man. So Sean is saying, Grumple, you asked for it and you might get it. You don't want these problems. He's saying Grace washed you once, he's gonna do it again. Is that what Sean is saying? These aren't my words, okay? I'm just literally reading between the lines. All right, I'm just reading between the lines. He said that Grace clapped you so freely that if you ask for that problem, you're gonna get it again. I don't know. I'm not making this up. This is coming from the I'm joking, man. Oh, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. All right, so we are in the second. We are in standby phase. We are in the main phase 1. Breaker is gonna get broken on this Jarv Greed, and we're gonna pass it back over. 6 cards are in hand for Paid 1-7, playing the Reasoning Gate deck. Interesting indeed, as Reasoning will be played. No, but yes, this is correct. This is Warrior. Grace is playing Warriors, and Paid 1-7 is playing RGT. And we're going to call 4, get 4, send that Sacred Crane to the bin. BLS back in the graveyard as well. 5 cards left in hand for Paid 1-7. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is that Paede or Paid? If I'm saying that incorrect, you know what I'm saying? You guys know I can barely hold it together. Am I lagging again? I think I'm doing good. I think YouTube is not holding us this time. I wrote it in the description this time. YouTube, please let me live, and maybe they might be doing just that. Neat. All right, so we are now in the standby phase. We're going to play that MST. We're going to go ahead and play it now. It is Call of the Squanch, okay? Call of the Squanch will be chained to Sacred Crane. Does that work? That should work, right? I think that works like that. And it does come. It is summoned. You do get that draw. Yeah, that's how that goes. Okay, cool. And now we're going to go ahead and send that. If it were the other way, that wouldn't work. Don't ask me. I'm not a judge. I'm not a judge. Don't ask me, but I'm sure that wouldn't work. If I play Call of Haunted and then smack the mystical space typhoon. You will not get that to go that way. All right, cool. Zombira Zombra 44 is what we're calling it. Is that a nod to Alvarado Turbo with the Tsukiyomis and all the GK monsters and the Zombiras in there? Dude, that deck might be up next as this heavy storm is critical condition. As Solemn Judgment is going to go ahead and negate 4,000 off of your health, which kind of does the RGT player a favor, kind of making your life a little more touchable. As Toon Tablets of Contents is going to go ahead and be played. The Table is going to be played, adding another set to the deck to hand. Undefined says minus all flips, add all warriors plus Rhoda to the turbo deck. That's the new turbo. No flips. Just no flips, just Rhoda and Zombiras and keep spy. So you're cutting spies too. You're cutting spies too. Okay, so we're having no flips, no face, no spies, add Rhoda, add a bunch of warriors, and then that is the new optimal turbo deck. You might be onto something. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm kidding. That's funny. Maybe. I don't know, man. Come on. All right. This optimal. I don't know what Rex Feasman will say about that. I don't know what Rex would say about that. I don't know. Ritual Turbo is the best version. Don't at me. There is a duelist that goes by the name of Wave Mint who's rocking the Ritual Turbo currently right now. FLC is underway right now, and that duelist is clapping cheeks with the Ritual Ritual Relinquished in the building. You know, I don't know if he's actually summoning Relinquish. I think he just might be using it as instant darks that you can just searchable darks that you can discard and then chaos your way out of whatever issues that come your way. I think it is something based off of what I saw an Italian duelist doing that too in the last GCI tournament. I think he won that event or topped that event playing like a ritual type turbo deck. That might be what it is. Just a solid searchable dark monster that you can grab and then go off with it. Discard it, and now you can play all the chaos monsters you want because you have searchable likes and you have searchable darks. I think that's neat. So maybe he's up to something. Maybe he's up to something. Oh, he does. Okay, so he does have access to some copies of Black Illusion Ritual, so he can search for both and then get that thing to the hand as well. I think that's neat, man. I think that's cool. I played a deck like that, and I would also play. You know me, I got to do some wildness too. I can't go straight up as Chaos is straight up coming to the field right now. As Chaos Sorcerer will limp on out into attack position and think right here as Grace will ponder. He has black. I used to play like a ritual deck, and I would play Exchange. I thought that was so funny. If you can just get a piece of ritual nonsense to your hand and then give it to your opponent, they literally have nothing to do with that. They can't do anything with it. It's just the biggest brick. You just issued it to your opponent and you get to see their hand and you got a plus because you got it with the ritual dude. I thought it was so funny. I stopped doing it, but it's something that, maybe they can work with that too. I think Exchange is a good card. Honestly, I really do. I don't know why it's never played. As Jinzo, the android Psycho Shocker has hit the field, and I am trembling if I'm Grace. Jinzo is out, and he's on you. And you got no Solemn to stop it. That is vicious. Jimjo is down. This is a very strong Jinzo, and he's very in-your-face Jinzo. This is a very aggressive Jinzo. And you got some chaotic monsters coming as well. Oh, man. So we got Chaotic Sorcerer is on the field. Another one. Are we getting a Demi? And we're going to Demi too. Ooh. We got a Demi, but you do get the D Warrior Lady coming on back. You get the Toon Cannon coming on back. You get the Chaotic one coming on back. Ooh. So you get a draw there too. So now you're thinking, you are pondering, you're starting to kind of sweat a little bit if you're that red corner, trying to figure out how you can get this Jimjo off the field so you can reactivate some of your set cards. As you know, the Warrior strategy does play a ton of trap cards. You know, just how the decks are currently built these days. Primal Penguin asks, how many players are left? Not many. I believe we're well within the top 16, maybe even the top 10, possibly even the top 8. We'll find out. If you stick around after this duel, we'll pull the bracket back up and see exactly where we are in the tournament. Oh, Nova hooking it up, says we have 5 duelists left. 5 duelists left, so we are very, very close. As Rabbit comes on in with some more information, says Waveman is Marshall, who split top 2 of the previous GGP Chicago with Marcus Hayden. Ah, nice. And he's still cooking, so I'm glad. That's another thing I really, really, really love to see. I love it when duelists who only play online or only play IRL find the online space, come on into the online realm, and also have great success online. I think those are the best stories because I firmly believe that there are much more duelists out there playing GOAT format that don't play online, that don't know about the GOATformat.com online community. They kind of play their game in isolation to their self, and this is over. This is not looking great. This is not looking great at all. And yeah, they're going to go get a scoop ski there. That's going to get an absolute scoop ski there as Grace. I mean, that's RGT. RGT is going to jump all over you. But playing the Warrior deck, you got some cards. If your deck is built as I know they are to be built these days, you got some cards in the side deck that can help alleviate some of the pressure that you may find yourself under when playing against this RGT menace. This deck can win. This deck can beat anybody. This deck, let me move that up. This deck can beat anybody. I've never seen someone like, I got a 100% winning percentage playing against Reasoning Gate, because you can't control what you can't control. Sometimes you can just absolutely lose before you get a chance to do anything. It could beat anybody. So it's kind of unfair in that regard, but it also has glaring weaknesses that we've talked about at length a few times on different streams, and why it isn't the number one deck. There's a reason why Reasoning Gate isn't the number one most played, most often played deck, is because it has inherent weaknesses to itself. So, but to see that it's here and it's part of our metagame, I'm all about that. I'm totally chill with that, because again, I enjoy seeing things being played, and no one is side decking for RGT. Let's just be real. You're just not. I mean, maybe some people do. Some people might. You might see a spell canceller every now and then. You might see a threatening roar every now and then. Anti-spell fragrance, never. But it's not played enough to get that type of treatment. And sometimes the things that causes it to win might be the thing that causes it to lose as well. You break up on all those stuffs and you can't do anything. You're just gonna lose. As Grace comes on out early and often, playing that graceful charity, sending 3 cards from deck to the grave. When was the last time RGT won an event? RGT, I believe, if I recall correctly, let me think about this. I know it won an Italian event. I won one of the GCI events. It won in Greece, I want to say. It won one of the Greece GGPs, I think, and it also won an Italian event last dueling season. It gets tops. It performs sometimes. It performs. It tops, periodically. It'll come in and it'll clean up. But as far as just being able to consistently do it over and over and over again, to get those calls right over and over and over again all day, to get the right combination cards over and over and over again all day, is just hard. But Paid is doing great, and they're doing it, and they're here right now. So maybe they could be the first person to break through to get an invitation on the RGT. RGT is the most stable glass cannon deck in the glass cannon category. I can agree with that. And there are some serious glass cannon decks you got out there. I'm talking glass. But this thing it depends. I've seen builds too that can be built a little more rigid. I want to say it's still kind of glass cannon-y, but a little more rigid. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with a duelist that goes by the name of Mangoes Really Suck, aka Austin, aka Mangoes Really Suck. He has a YouTube page as well. I look at his videos. He plays specifically Reasoning Gate, and he builds his decks a little more rigid. He's a good friend of mine as well, and he makes them like so they can grind a little bit more. They might not OTK you as often as a version like what Paid is doing here or what Delinquent has been doing throughout the dueling season. They don't OTK you as often, but they can grind. They can play more goes, play more meta. They might play main deck swords. They might play a little slightly higher monster count. They might play cards like Brain Control. They might play, things that could just kind of slow the game. And then once you have your opening, you come in with the OTK kind of stuff, or you can even grind it down and just play like a Go Control kind of thing. And then you can transition side to make it a little more grindy or a little more, I don't know, OTKE. What was what I'm looking for? Explosive, depending on who you're playing against. Because what you'll notice sometimes when you're playing Reasoning Game, and I dabbled, Reasoning for a 8 and get a 6, and it's Jinzo. Whoo, man, see, like that right there. That right there could be a game breaker right there. That's robust and resilient Jinzo. This Jinzo is mean and vigorous. But he did have it. He had the Book of Moon. Wow. To kind of put that Jinzo right where he needs to be. That could have been absolutely devastating for this red corner player. But he did have the materials needed to put that Jinzo into face down defensive posture, as King Tiger Wangu stands alone and unafraid. Just playing like a game 2 and beyond, a Tiger Stun type deck like what Grace is doing here might be a good way to play against this Reasoning Gate deck, because a lot of it is going to be predicated on the scapegoats and being able to have monsters on the field. If you can just come on in, clear all that stuff up, and then attack your opponent's hitbox, get them to the below 2,000, should be priority number one. RGT makes GOAT format refreshing. Primal Penguin, I agree with you. I'm with you. I agree with you. I like seeing it. I mean, I hate playing against it. Obviously, no one enjoys it, but I enjoy. I enjoy what I enjoy. I don't like playing against it, but I like seeing it in the game. I'm glad it's here. Oh, you guys saying he would call 6 if he didn't have an answer? Probably. I mean, sometimes people be out here playing fast and loose, man. Sometimes people like to just drive wild and crazy, man. He calls 8, hoping for the D-Mock, gets hit with Jinzo, and then just get your boots beat all the way out of here, dude. Get clapped up into oblivion. Oh man, Swords of Revealing Light are being played by Paid now as Carl Waite, regular Carl Waite, who's transformed from evil Borrow Waite back into Carl Waite, is in the comment section saying Turbo sucks. No one is saying Turbo sucks, evil Borrow Waite. No one's saying that. No one is saying Turbo sucks. I am saying, however, it is extremely overrepresented in GOAT format, and it is it's to the point where I know a lot of we're always going to have our him-hawers and naysayers and people who hate the format for whatever reason. They're going to hate it. I mean, that's fine. Teach their own. I'm not saying you have to love it, but it just continues to give the detractors something to say. Oh, you guys are all playing the same deck, all playing the same deck, all playing the same deck. And it's like, what do you want to do? What do you want me 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 to do? I mean, people like playing what they like, and people like playing Chaos Turbo because it seems like, and this is just from my opinion, it seems like it's the easy button. It seems like you do it because it's easy to do. People like to do what's easy. People like to do what works the easiest, and that's fine. That is totally acceptable. Nothing wrong with that. It got 2 of the top 8 spots despite being the most played deck. Yeah, and if look at any major GOAT format event that we've had in the past 2 years, you won't see it. You will not see an event. Maybe I won't say I haven't done my research on this explicitly yet, but if you look at all these decks in the past 2 years of every major GOAT format tournament, or even hell, these PWCQ tournaments, which in themselves are a different metagame than a regular major tournaments, you won't see an event with just 8 Chaos Turbo decks top to bottom. You won't. You will not. You won't. It's always going to be something else in the way. Something else is going to be there. As Grace is just electing to go full mission profile, assault mode activate onto the hitbox of paid 1-7, and now he needs a real solution to the world's problem. You won't see it. You won't see it. Like even in this event that we're having right now, Chaos Turbo heavily featured, but it won't take 100% of the top 8. It might very well win because again, it's not just the deck, it's the player. You know, it's not just the deck, it's the player. Carl is a fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh player. People forget that. They're like, oh, it's Chaos Turbo. Well, it's more than kind of just Chaos Turbo because Carl's been winning for years. You know, it's been winning for years. It's got to be more than just the deck because certainly there would be other duelists that aren't named Carl, you know, winning. It would be. Unless, are you trying to say that? Just let me know if you guys are saying Carl is hacking. If you guys are saying Carl is hacking DB, trust me, I know that's not a fact. I've seen this duelist electronic prowess. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this duelist technological prowess on display. And I would say that Carl is worse than I am. Technologically speaking, of course. I've seen what this duelist can do with some computers, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to call nobody out or nothing. I ain't trying to call nobody out or nothing. But if Carl is a hacking dueling book, then I don't know what to believe anymore. Cause so I'm sure he's not hacking dueling book. I'm sure a lot of other people playing Chaos Server. Why are they not getting the same results that Carl is getting if it's all the same? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but that's just my rant. That's my rant for today. Grumple said maybe someone else. Carl is paying someone to hack dueling book on his own behest. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on. I can't call it, man. I think it's just. I think it's literally just. I don't know. I think it's just a luck. It's a universal thing, man. Because I've been getting sacked in 4K for months now, dude. I can't play this game without getting duo does shoot pot agreed. Duo does shoot pot is just my life right now. I can't escape it. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about that, Ivan. We're gonna let that ride too. So he's hacking the Matrix too because he just won 2 in real life events. They say AJT also hacking. He won IRL. He's winning online. I think people might just be damn good at this game, dude. I think people might know something. I think, and it's 1-1. Let's update that. I think, again, can't be sure, but I think that there might be a level of skill to this game that is often overlooked in favor of claiming sack. It has to be. There has to be an area of skill involved. It's got to be. Because the same players keep getting the same results. And, it's just. Oh, so he's hacking, stacking, and sacking? Nate, dog, he can't be hacking, stacking, and sacking. Come on, man. Hacking, stacking, and sacking. That's a. The stack hack maneuver. I don't know, man. I don't know. And stacking. You got to hack, sack, and stack. That's it. Oh, man. And reason to get this Genzo has just been all in Grace's face for this duel. This Genzo has just been all in Grace's economy. This duel. The Android Psycho Shocker has hit the board again, and he's going to punch on in for 2,400 value. Man, oh man, but now you got the Psycho Shocker in attack position, and this dude is a snatch steal magnet. So I'm trying to tell you, algorithmically speaking, Grace has a 100% chance of drawing snatch steal. Let's see if I am correct or not. I don't know. I could be wrong, but man, oh man, this Genzo is on the field, and this dude loves getting snatched. Ivan says 10% luck, 50% skill, 40% deck building, 0% power of will. Dude, nah, you're way off on that. It's got to be some power of will in there somewhere. I would say 10% luck, 40% skill, 40% deck building, and another 10% power of will. Maybe power of will has to be in there at some point. Shout out to Lincoln Park in the building. If you guys know what time it is. If you don't, you're too young for me. All right, here we go. Main phase 1 for Grace, and he might not have that snatch deal. He might not have the ability to take control of this Android Psycho Shocker. No big deal. We are in the first main phase. %50 skill, 40% deck building, 10% luck. But seriously though, Lincoln Park aside, I think I might have to crank up luck to about 15%. I'll crank up luck to about 15%, maybe even a solid 20%. I'll lower skill a little bit, and I'll increase deck building. All right. I'll increase deck building a little bit, but I think that ratio is pretty average, because if you take, and again with this GGP circuit, it's kind of proving it. Of course, Crash Vote. Thanks for playing, and congratulations on your top and doing a great performance today, and thanks for being a part of the stream and doing all that great stuff. It's been dope. You can also just include deck building into skill. Okay, I'll give you that, but I think skill, deck building, being able, if you're also counting into skill, like identifying the metagame and following the trends and doing all that stuff, I think that plays a much, almost, that's a huge component that no one ever talks about. Like knowing what cards to play at the right time and what deck for what event. That's huge. And it just shows that skill is a huge part of this thing, because we do have these GOAT Grand Prix events that take place. Actually, I haven't talked about it. There's one going on in Chicago. It should be soon. You got Detroit, you got Chicago, you got all sorts of Go Format activities that are coming. There's so much Go Format Yu-Gi-Oh! That is taking place in the next couple of days, weeks, and months. Oh my goodness, it is jam-packed. But there's so much. And when you see these GOAT Grand Prix scenes, and you take the players from the online space and you put them into the GOAT Grand Prix IRL space, these online players are cleaning up. They are going crazy. The duels who play in these PWCQs, they go to the GGPs and they clean up. They go absolutely bananas. And that leads me to believe that there is definitely still a very significant skill requirement in GOAT format. You have to be, like, all the stuff that you come to know and love, you follow this game extremely closely. There's things that happen that is just second nature to you as someone who plays GOAT format. But as a normal player who doesn't play Go Format that often, or just do it as like a side thing, it'll be way over your head, So I think it goes without saying. As Grumple says, I'll be in Nuremberg. Last time I went to Nuremberg, I won my invite. Just saying. And Grumple, he's proven the point. I guarantee you, somebody from these online games will go to Nuremberg and they will win. Somebody from these online games go to the GGP and they typically either win or top or do very, very well, because it's just the nature of the beast. People who play a lot are going to be better. Go figure. Wow, what a crazy concept. People who play the game all the time will be better than people who don't. Wow. I mean, I guess that's not enlightening news. I think I'm up here solving, the world's puzzles, as Monster Gate is going to be played, popping that token, and we're going to go digging here. Monster Gate for DMOC is a whole vibrational frequency that Paid is hoping to tap into, but nay, it will be only the Sacred Crane, which will come to the field into attacking position. Only level higher than PWCQ is War League, I think. Yes, that is correct. I think War League, the Go Format War League. I can't really speak on the Edison Format War League, which is pretty robust right now, but definitely the Go Format War League, in my opinion, is the highest you'll find the highest caliber of Go Format players on the planet. Yes, there's a lot of other things that you're going to find as well that, I might not always be into, on my own personal thing. You don't think it is? I think it's pretty high. I really do. I think it's higher. I think it's higher than I think it's high. FLCs are quite strong. I will put them over Patreon. FSC is a major GOAT format tournament, Ivan. Yeah, I will put GFCs and FLCs over Patreon. I don't know. I think FLCs are that's a major GOAT format tournament. I would put FLC over PWC. I don't know. I might take that back. These PWCQs are damn hard, dude. And it's the same people. You guys are acting like, You know what I'm saying? Like it's just these people only play in this particular tournament. These are the only people that play in this particular thing. It's the same damn people that play FLC play this. It's this, and the PWCQs are so hard because, you know, people have to actually pay a currency to get into this, as Call of the Hunter is going to be chained in response. Yeah, there's no like free, you know, it's the same people, you know? So we're going to chain Call of the Haunted to the Dimension Fusion, add back a card, get a draw in there. Oh man, and then Jinzo is back on the field yet again for the 18th time this duel. Yeah, go Format World League is tough. That's hard. But again, that's just what you want to do. It's a good community over there. Sometimes it's just a lot of stuff that your boy don't really get down with all the time. So I kind of, you know, I do my thing. I come and go. You know what I'm saying? I hang out. I'm there. I spend a lot of time there. Sometimes really cool things are happening, conversations and whatnot. But sometimes, man, it's just too much for my soul to bear as I'm trying to find myself in a nicer headspace and whatnot. But yeah, all the ways to play Go format can be extremely competitive. Or, you know, if you're not into any of that kind of stuff, you can just play, you know, casual stuff. There's Go Format EU is always hosting some other alternate type events. I think right now they are doing the chef challenge that Necromancy put on. But speaking of, there's going to be actually another competitive event July 15th, July 1-5. Get onto the website. It's on there now. Go onto the GoFormat.com Discord. It's there now. But there will be a GOAT Format EU open invitation tournament that's going to be taking place. So this duel looks like it's coming to a screeching halt as you got all the information. Oh, and Paid will get the dub and Grace will go down. So Warriors fall to RGT, and that is the way the cookie crumble. That is the way the cookie crumble. Ivan, you need to take a break? Yeah, go ahead. Go take a break, brother. Thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you so much, Ivan. Ivan's taking a quick break. He's going to be back. We're going to keep it rolling. We only have a few matches left. So if any judge call needs to take place, you know what I'm saying, I'll answer that thing while Ivan's taking a break. No slow play. I'll bounce past your ass out of this tournament so fast. I'll toss your ass out of here quick, and I won't think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Call me the deputy because I'm in town now as Ivan's taking a quick break. Again, huge shout out to Ivan for doing that, man. We were hurting down bad for some judging in this thing, and Ivan came through and hooked it up, man, sacrificing his time to play and kind of giving back to the community as a head judge, doing a great job today. Tournament's going extremely smooth. You know what I'm saying? These Ivan presentations get done quick, keeping these duelists absolutely on their toes, rocking and rolling. So now we got the dog battle of the day. Again, we have Grumple Steelskin, who will be playing against the Reasoning Gate strategy. Okay, so both of those duelists should be locking and loading up here pretty soon, probably about to host. Everyone is kind of slightly cheering for the RGT. People want to see RGT get a dub. People want to see RGT get a win, but Grumple is not going to be the person that lets this happen to him. He's going to play spoiler, you know what I'm saying? So as we're waiting on these duels to hold up, I'll go ahead and continue to say what I was saying. The GOAT Format EU, they're going to be hosting the GOAT Format Championship European edition. We just had GFC number 20 take place. Now we have GOAT Format EU. I think this is number 2, EU number 3 maybe. It's going to be an open tournament, and it will be slated for the European time zone. Okay, so look out for that. If you are European, you know what I'm saying, this caters to you. We listen to you. We hear you. We understand that, you know, some of these tournaments we have, especially these major GOAT Format tournaments, are not favorable to your time zone, and you want to get out there and get it in, but you just can't do it. Well, guess what? You're going to be in luck. This is a major GOAT Format tournament, free to enter. You know, free to enter. There's other things that are going to be associated in terms of prizing. So make sure you get over there and check it out and participate if you want to do that. All right. Okay. But then I also have another announcement that I've been we got the match. After this match, I'll make that announcement. We're going to hop on in and see what it is. Where is it at? Let me search, man. We're going to search. All right, they're in. These duels are in. We are in, and Paid 1-7 will win the RPS and get the opportunity to go first into this match. All right. The bronze medal match tag and film star. We are in the building right now. We have Bones versus Paid 1-7. Paid 1-7, I don't know if they're affiliated with any GOAT format Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling team, coming on in, making some noise, playing the RGT strategy to the highest level available. All right. And now we are absolutely getting it in, rocking and rolling. All right. Cool. And then Grumple's going to come on out with a timely delinquent duo. That's a great card to have in this matchup. Getting that Reasoning Gate player out of cards early is great. And let's see if you can hiss the Reasoning. Okay. All right. Sick. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit the oh crap, we're going to hit the Reasoning, hit the Premature Burial, and then we'll continue to think about it as Grumple ponders. What could that set card be? Sorry, my computer's over here having some all right, we good. Nice. So we're sitting here thinking about it here as we are holding it down 0-0. The matchup is going to be a type of Chaos Return versus Reasoning Gate. Reasoning Gate in the blue corner. Chaos Return is going to be in the red with the Dueling Book grid microchip sleeves with a little snake dude hanging out on the profile pic. I think I've seen this card before. Oh man, I know this one. I can't think of it. It's something of the Snake Man. The Snake Charmer of Osiris is going to be on the avatar of Grumple. As we got 4 tokens that are going to get popped into the end phase, and then we're going to slam it right on into a Mon Gate. Mon Gate is going to be chained with a Jar of Greed, just in case the Android Psycho Shocker will stick to the field. Orochimaru, Chupacabra. This card is not called Chuch. Ooh, and the timely Torrential Tribute. We're going to go ahead and still get that draw with that Sacred Crane. This one is mandatory. Cannot miss timing. All right, Chooch Cabra. That card is not called Chooch Cabra. I'm not buying that. It's Chooch Cabra, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Now I know y'all messing with me. I know that thing is not called no damn Chooch Cabra. All right. So he is going to go ahead and hit Reasoning. Newer to GOAT. What's the advantage of using Scapegoats in the end phase? Okay, so you can summon that if you want to, because Scapegoats has a little caveat that says if you play this card, you can't summon. But if you use it during your end phase, you can then summon that next turn. So that's why people do it. Choo Choo Cabra. That card cannot. Come on, man. That card is not called no damn Choo Choo Cabra. Let me look this up, man. You can't be messing with me, dude. Let me see this. It is? Wow. Okay. Oh, damn. I thought he was messing with me, dude. No, it's not. That is not the same thing. That is not the same thing. But there is a card called that, though. This one. Danger. Chupacabra. This thing is hideous, man. Look at that. What is that? What are we doing, folks? That is not it, dude. That ain't it. Konami need to get it together, dude, with this art. I'm telling you, that ain't even it. That's not it. I don't know. It's Danger. I'm not even gonna try. Sukun Shnoko. Man, I can't get down with this, man. I can't get down with that. Su Chinoko. Let me look that up. Man, y'all, I love these doing these streams. Man, y'all teach me something. Danger! Exclamation point. Ah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, but this guy has a exclamation and a question mark as well. This guy, as BLS is going to hit the field in defense position as banishing Sangan. So that's some good quality value as well. As the Blackluster Soldier will be set up in defense position, one set spell trap behind it, but that will quickly fall to the Dust Tornado, and Grumple Steelskin will be on the play with a defense position Blackluster Soldier on the field, and it's going to go ahead and be the Ringu of Destruction. That's 3,000 off of both duelists' health. And we're going to go ahead and set up 2 more set spell traps on the field before passing it back over. Yeah, so that's Danger Sushin, this thing right here. It looks so cool. What does it even do? You can reveal. I can't read all that. I'm sorry, folks. I just cannot do it. I cannot do it. Sushinoko, that's the one. The real question is, why does Grumple identify with that profile picture? Because he's a snake? Vince? Perhaps. Maybe a snake in the grass, dude? Perhaps. All right. So cool. Here we go now. I love the old-fashioned War of Attrition style duel. Those are the best. When they're both just going back and forth. They're not sacking each other's sacks off to oblivion. They're both just kind of playing some cards. But you get a double up. You're 2 for 1 on that pretty powerful Heavy Storm, as the Sacred Crane is going to come on in for an additional 1,600 points of damage. Both of these duels are going back and forth. A lot of trap cards being had for this red corner player. That is a lot of purple materials that have already found its way into the bin. And you get another green one, which is probably the best one, as Pot of Greed is going to be played timely indeed, as we are sitting here with a Sacred Crane in attack position, and we're going to go ahead and set another Mon into the face of this Sacred Crane, and this is going to be game number 1. This is 1-1. Score is 0-0, so I'm actually accurate right now with what it is. This is the winner's semifinals. The winner of this the loser's semifinals. The winner of this will have to go on to play Patrick Zero. Patrick Zero is waiting in the wings, playing the warrior strategy as well. He paid for Duo. I think no. Ivan leaves for 10 minutes. I'm looking at the chart. He definitely paid. Grumple lost. He gained 1,000 through Upstart Goblin, and then he lost 1,000 due to Delinquent Duo. So that happened. Come on, man. Y'all can't be scaring me like that, man. Ivan leaves for 5 minutes, and I let the whole thing fall apart. Come on, man. I can't be doing like that. I can't go out like that, man. People never let me live that down. I'm holding a judge down for 5 minutes. Ivan steps outside. Okay, but now we have the Snatch Steal being played from the blue corner, trying to take control of this Blade Knight to alleviate some pressure. And we're just going to say nay to that. Go ahead and pay a little bit of life points to stop the Snatch Steal from happening. All right, HMVB asks, can anyone explain to me what the Goat Grinder Invitational is and when does it take place? Okay, the Goat Grinder Invitational is going to take place probably in sometime in August or September. The Goat Grinder takes place. If you win a Goat Format Friday, a free roll Friday, you are invited to the Goat Grinder Invitational. MMF, shout out to legendary duelist and Goat Format contributor MMF. They are going to be responsible for maintaining the Goat Grinder Invitational. I'll help him or help them if needed, but they are going to be the point person for that event. It should be happening sometime in August or September. If you still have time to enter that event, we're only going to do 1 this season. Usually we like to do 2, but things just got kind of super busy and we're not going to be able to break that up. But there is going to be a ladder component to it as well. So if you finish top 50 on the ladder, and if you also won a Goat Format Friday, so Just stay tuned, keep it locked. If you want to go Friday, you're going to get a chance to participate in that event. Winner of that will receive one invitation to the GOAT Format World Championship taking place in October. So it's just another way to get an invite. The GOAT Grinder. Kind of show something to the grinders out there who can play when they can, but they can't play in every tournament, even though that is like literally the definition of grinder, someone who can play in all the tournaments. But you know what it is, the vibes. So we're going to get a graceful charity. Come on in, 9 cards left, and we got to play that lightning vortex with a nice T set, passing it back over. 1450 is going to be left for Grumple Stillskin. 4,600 are remaining for paid. Okay, still has some quality units left in the deck. A tough decision to be made as the chaotic sorcerer will find itself to the bin. 2 cards in hand. And we're going to go ahead and go for it. And it is chaos time. The Sork has found himself to the field in attack position. Is that a Dimfu? We're going to Mongate. Mongate, you're rolling the dice, going for it. Going for the D-Mock. Maybe that's the last Mon left in the deck. Jar of Greed. Toon Tables. Dimension Fusion. Scapegoat. And you hit the Mock. Okay. The Mock has been hit. All right. What do you do? What do you do? Stay tuned to find out what that grab's going to be as we declare the effect of the D-Mock. D-Mock is going to grab back none other Have I heard of Paid? No, I haven't. I have not. I've seen Paid play in a few events. Maybe I have seen seen Paid play in a few events. But okay, so they did make the decision to get back that Dimension Fusion, and this game will absolutely come to a screeching halt. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. But you know what? It's not over. It's not over. It's still opportunities. Now you have the ability to get into your side deck. Now you have the ability to make something happen and get some new cards in there to help relieve some pressure from this Reasoning Gate menace. A lot of things went right, but a lot of things went wrong. But guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, back to take the judging duties. Ivan has returned. I've always made a cult, just a absolute. No, we didn't, Sean. Sean, stop tattling. First, Sean, stop tattling for one. And no, we were good. I was all on top of it. I was on top of it. We did not let the event completely go under. We did not let the event go under. I kept it under control. Like. Somebody was calling Cav out there in the comment section saying that somebody didn't pay for something when clearly they did, and I caught that information. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know what I'm saying. I'm the mini judge. But again, huge shout out to Ivan for doing that, holding it down as head judge today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and come on out with a humble T set again before throwing it back over. Okay, let's get this over here. All right, so we are in the first main phase, and Paid 1-7 has gone up a game, so I'll adjust the chart to reflect that information. All right, so Paid 1-7 gets the dub in game number 1. We're moving on to game number 2 now, as GK Spy is going to flip, stick, and add another GK Spy to this equation. So that's double Spy on the field in attack position. Both spies are up, and Ashura Priest will join the fray with these spellcasters and come on in for a bit of damage, a bulky bit of damage. But Paid will think, and we'll take the 12. We'll take another set of 12. and then we'll take another 17. So all of that damage will connect. That is a hearty bit of damage coming on into the hitbox of that blue corner player. And now we are going to throw it back over draw phase here. And now we are on underway. As Michael Gray says, Nate Dogg, you know, if RGT has ever won a qualifier or a major outside of Spiceland, Italy? Okay, we got Heavy. Heavy Storm is in the building. Chain Jar. Thumbs up all around as Mirror Force is going to be removed from the equation. I want to say RGT won in Greece too. I think Greece had an RGT player win. I want to say but it's who else? Did anybody else win? I can't think of someone winning in a recent game, like a PWCQ or GFC or FLC or something with reasoning. I don't recall that happening. As Graceful Charity is going to be played, and we're going to go ahead and send the DMOC to the bin. Yeah, Greece is like Italy plus, if that's even possible. The spice in Greece is just insane. It's hefty. If you haven't had a chance to watch that stream, I'd check that one out, man. That one, you know, you see field spells are being played, and it just gets it in, man. I'm with that. Ah, that's right. Okay. Matt Uber. Nice. Okay. Man, Nate Dogg should be the historian, man. We need to hire Nate Dogg as our GOAT format dueling historian, dude. Keeping us on our toes, keeping it locked. And this is a lot of Mons. That is all Mons being sent to the bin. So Nate Dogg, I mean, Grumple Still Skin can't be mad at that. You know, getting some fresh materials to your hand, even though your BLS looks like it's kind of gone, but getting a shake up, getting some new materials, even though your opponent is now also getting some new materials as well. You've done a lot of damage. 3,900 life points remain, and you're going to get an additional 1,000, so you're sitting at 10,000. Oh yeah, Alefia he played that. Was that a PWC? I thought that was an obelisk that he won a long time ago with that really cool Strike Ninja Reasoning Gate deck. Man, that was still, to this day, that is still one of the coolest decks I've ever seen. To this day, that was a very, very, very cool deck, man. You had the Strike Ninjas and the Magical Marionette and like the Dark Monsters and like the Reasoning stuff. It was really cool. He won something with that. And then it just disappeared, never to be used again. As we're going to go ahead and call and snare that Jinzo for the first time in forever. Gets that Jinzo out of there. Yeah, I wish I could find that. Yeah, that deck was really, really neat. And we're going to go ahead and summon the Sacred Crane into attack position. Sacred Crane is able to use its attacking prowess and just clean up one of these GK spies. Shifted to main phase 2. 3 cards in hand. So if you're Grumple, you got to be feeling great. This is exactly where you want to be. You're up on cards. You're feeling good. You got a nice beefy card destruction, sending a lot of orange to the bin. So now you should have some dynamic cards. But you're going to go ahead and set a couple. Set a couple more. Set a lot more. Set a ton of cards on the field before throwing it back over to your adversary. He clapped me with Emissary aggro in a Slifer this very morning. I don't know, dude. He's on a different. He's another person. Alefia, when I think of players who are just really good at this game, I've had several conversations with Alefia about Yu-Gi-Oh! And just the way his mind works on the game is just different than the average bear, dude. He's really good. He's really good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you know, I'm glad that they play this game. I know they play a little bit of other formats as well, but I'm glad they stick around and play some GOATs. And proving over and over and over again that you don't have to be a meta drone. You don't have to be a meta slave. You don't have to constantly just do the meta stuff. You can branch out. You know, maybe you don't have the ability to just be as creative as you want to or as you could be years ago, but you can branch out and do other things. You can't, it's possible, and still have good results as you're going to trib up for this Air Knight Parshath. Interesting indeed, as Air Knight is going to come on in and smack into the set Mon through attacking. Let's see what is going to be had here as Grumple is beginning to think about it after that solemn judgment was played onto the Gigante Trunade. And we're going to connect with the Dekoichi. So you're going to get a card, but also that Aeronite's effect is mandatory. You got to go ahead and activate that, and you have to add a card to your hand. And we're going to do it just like that. So Aeronite Parshaft in attack position on the field. I like seeing it, man. It reminds me of a better time. Aeronite was like a very heavily played card back in the day, at least in my local area. Again, I can't speak for the worldwide and GOATs in 2004, 2005, but Aeronite was all over the place when I played this game the first time. Just causing a ruckus, man. Just causing calamity. I like seeing this guy back on the field doing his thing every now and then. But this other menace that's on the field right here, this GK Spy, is the number one reason that this card just can't be played. It just can't be played, man. It sucks. It is what it is. But we're going to go ahead and make a chaotic maneuver here in that second main phase. And it's going to be none other than a Chaos Sorcerer. Another Sork has landed. And he's staring down this GK Spy in defense position as we halt. And we're thinking. Oh yeah, Blade Knight too. You're right. You're right. Just here to watch videos and comment my opinions. You're right. I think Blade Knight just clapping up an Air Knight is just unfortunate. And Ring of Destruction is going to be played as well. So now you're going to knock off your Dimension Fusion play. Is there Jinzo out of there? I mean, maybe there's a world where you just execute some. Well, I guess you can't because he sacks for Jinzo and you just look like a big goofus. But I think I wait. I think I when I have that ring down and I think they can play Dimension Fusion, I'll always try to wait. But it looks like he had the Heavy Storm as well. And never mind, glad he didn't wait because that Royal Decree would have feasted upon your whole organization. And now Tribe is going to be exact lethal as he's going to declare that effect, pop that fairy, and smack on in for 16. So I will go ahead and just update the calendar, update the chart. All right. So it's going to be 1-1 as Grumple will go ahead and secure his victory of, excuse me, it's going to go ahead and secure victory for that duel. Very neat, very neat, very neat. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I got these strawberries over here, and they're just absolutely going down right now. Okay, but while we're waiting here, let me see. Let me move this over just. Of course. Oh, where is this thing at? Let's see. All right, cool. Nice. All right. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm still getting over this sickness. My body is finally getting back to its ability to be a full competent being. You know, I've been down quite horrendous the past couple of days. You know, I have some kind of viral infection or something going on with my gut. Your boy is absolutely coming out of both ends there. You know what I'm saying? No pause intended, no pause at all. I had, you know what I'm saying, the whole little vom shit scenario was going down. Leaky faucet both ends, puking and everything, man. It was a disaster, dude. Your boy was down Omega. But guess what? What don't kill you make you stronger, and you're gonna bounce back as we're gonna go and hit that graceful charity and get the DMOC into the bin again. So you drew that 8-star spellcaster twice in a row. Hate to see it, but you know what? It is where you want him to be. But that gives a lot of information to your opponent. They know where that DMOC is, and they know how to best utilize their cards to ensure that DMOC stays exactly where you want it to be. As Sean says, mix a tablespoon of cinnamon and honey into a glass of milk or tea, and it will help a lot with the sickness. Oh man, home remedies. I need some more home remedies. I got to try. I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling a lot better now as Call of the Squanch is going to go ahead and be played in that ending phase, able to allow for the DMOC to be returned and add the Graceful Charity back to the hand. So that's got to just be a diamond cutter right there. Oh my goodness, as Call of the Squanch is played, and we're going to hit him with the Trap Dust Shoot in the first main phase. Hit it in the first main phase, probably before you can play the graceful. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe they may not play. Maybe they might set more cards and then play the Graceful Charity to kind of get around the Trap Dust Shoot, or maybe they might play some Reasoning or some other things of that nature. So maybe just shotgun and the Trap Dust Shoot might be correct against this deck. And now you have perfect information, but it doesn't matter. So that's going to get shaken up with Pot and Graceful Charity. Let's see if that is about to be how that goes down. Lil 111 just got back. What's top four looking like? It looks like we have Carl Waite, aka Evil Borrow Waite, is hanging out in the Winners Grand Finals. He's playing Chaos Turbo. Waiting in the wings, we have Patrick Zero, who's playing the Warrior Strategy. And in this current game in top four, we have Chaos Return playing against Reasoning Gate. So that is the remaining duels that are happening right now. Lil 111, welcome back. Welcome back. We've been grinding this whole time. I'm glad you found your way back to the Go Format situation. And also, if you are just coming back, you need to make sure you re-like this stream, because this is the third stream that we tried. This is the third stream that we've tried, and you know they've been having a lot of issues all day in the streaming realm. So go ahead and play. Hit the like button on there one more time as we go into a secondary Trap Dust Shoot. So maybe that was the ploy. You had a double dust shoot situation, and you waited for all that bountiful trend to find its way into the bin, and then you play another Trap Dust Shoot, which I think Trap Dust Shoot is strong against a lot of decks. I think it's actually quite decent against this Reasoning Gate deck a lot, especially when you couple it with cards like Solemn Judgment and things of that sort. You know exactly what you need to negate at what time, and it makes your life a little bit easier. Sometimes you just can play Trap Dust Shoot and just see yourself getting sacked, and you just see your loss materialize. But sometimes you play it and you can just break up their play at one time, and it kind of causes you to win. No mon either time. Yeah, that does suck. You can't whiff on it, but at the same time you play it and then you can see exactly, they might have like their hand is just, some bunk, or you might see the DMOC is in their hand, so you know not to call 8, or you might see that they have Genzo, you know not to call 6, or you might see they have like triple Monster Gate and Scapegoat, to play, your Dust Tornado or something, I don't know, or what to negate at what time to kind of break up their whole move. And if you could just get on in with some hardy attacks, you're feeling not too bad about it, as DMOC is going to come on in, banish this GK Spy, and then add another Spy. Oh yeah, when you pair it with Solemn, dude, you're cooking. Now you're cooking. All right, so we're going to slam it on into the first main phase. Here we are, main phase 1, and a timely Swords of Revealing Light will be played. Another great card to play in general. If you're not playing Swords, I think you're making a mistake. I think that card is good. All right. Okay. So we're gonna play the Jar of Greed as well, coming on in for paid 1/7, adding another card. Yo, what's good? Just came back from Applebee's. Dude, I love me some Bluetooth, man. Bluetooth just got back from Applebee's. I'm trying to tell you, I haven't eaten Applebee's in several years, dude. Applebee's, I had a terrible experience with Applebee's. Haven't gone back since. Shout out to Applebee's, though. Get some baby back rib. No, that's Chili's. They're all the same, but Applebee's just had a bad time with Applebee's. So we're going to go ahead and play that Gigante Trunade, sending the Demok to the banish pile, resetting the Swords of Revealing Light. And yes, if you play Giant Tornado with Call of the Haunted will be returned to the hand, and the monster will be sent to the graveyard or wherever it's going to be. You know, that happens on the ladder all the time. People try to think it's like Premature Burial, and it is most definitely not. It is most definitely not. Yeah, I think Chili's is far superior to Applebee's in my opinion. Applebee's, I mean, I just had a bad experience with it one time, never went back. Chili's, I've always had a good experience with Chili's, even though their stuff is quite similar. As we're gonna go ahead and play the Snatch Deal, target the GK Spy, Gate the GK Spy. Let's see who is going to come forth from the deck. It will be no milled Crane. An unmilled Crane hits the board in attack position to get another card. So now you have 10,000 life points, which if you're Grumple, you're not relaxed, but you're definitely feeling a little bit better because 10,000 is a long way to go for an OTK. But you got Demok in Banish Zone. You got a lot of cards in hand. You can absolutely get there with this Reasoning Gate deck. It is extremely powerful, especially when you got so many cards a part of the equation. As main phase one light, one dark, BLS slams to the field with Ruthless Aggression in attack position in that second column. Next to the Sacred Crane, 3 cards are banished. 1 card is banished for the red corner. All right, we are in the first main phase still, hanging out tough. And we're going to rip it. We're going to go ahead and rip the Dimfu here. Okay, so we're going to rip it and dip it, getting back the GK Spy, getting back the Tuned Cannon, getting back the Demok. Demok will go ahead and get that ability. Okay, you got to pay for that. Yeah, that's not free. It's not free out here in these streets. I need 2,000 out of your health, please. And we're going to go ahead and declare both. You know it's a good day when your losses are to the homies. That's what's up, man. Bluetooth is going to be on top. I guarantee you Bluetooth is going to be on top one of these days, man. This duelist has a great attitude and a great yearning to be better. I think this duel is going to be on top. It's just a matter of time before Bluetooth is among the very best players we have. I'm calling it right now. That duel has the right attitude. He's got the right motivation. We go to the same locals. You know, he'll be out there cooking at locals. We out here doing our thing. If you're in the, and here's the Genzo again. If you're out here in the greater Tacoma, SeaTac, Seattle area, we go to Bento Box Gaming. Every Thursday we'll be up in there, so come check it out and come hang out with Bluetooth and I. We get busy. If you're in Tacoma, Seattle, and this is a bunch of damage. Is this enough? That's a lot. That's a lot, dude. Oh man, this is grotesque. Oh man, and then Popsky with the thing. Oh God, he got there, folks. Oh my goodness, Paid is cooking. Oh my goodness, that's a tilter. I tilt, man. I would tilt. Oh my goodness. 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 Oh.
Bruh.
Oh.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Oh my goodness, man. Whew. All right, so Paid is cooking. Paid is cooking right now, doing it big over here, playing that Reasoning Gate strategy, doing very well. Shout out to Grumple. I thought that was a fantastic performance. But man, that 10K, he came off the top ropes with it. Everything had to go your way. You gotta get it done. You got to get it done. But man, that was gross. But now Patrick Zero, who's been hanging out tough, waiting in the wings, trying to absolutely stop this Paid machine, who's Paid is trying to be the duelist of the day, trying to be dog of the day. Patrick Zero is already hosting. Paid might be taking a quick little Paid vacation. And we might have to take a little break after this match. We're going to keep it rocking. After this match, we'll take a quick commercial break. But first, speaking of commercials, I was announcing the Go Format EU open event that's going to be taking place July 15th. Okay, July 15th. If you're European, if you are American, it's open for everybody. You don't have to be European to play, but it's just more catered to their time zone, so it's going to be starting at 9 Eastern. So if you want to play in that, tune in, do what you got to do. Also, July 22nd, I'm going to announce here and now we will be having another GOAT format 3v3. Everyone has been asking for it, and now we are going to deliver. Okay, it's going to be Saturday, July the 22nd, that next week. So it's going to be GOAT format EU. And then the next week, it's going to be 3v3. So start getting your teams together. Getting your people together. It's going to be hosted in the GoFormat.com Discord opposed to the EU Discord. So they got a single event, and we're going to do a 3v3. I will be the host of that, and we're going to be holding it down. So it's going to be Saturday, July the 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to start a little bit early. We're going to start it a little bit early so we can ensure that we get it done at a reasonable time and still, people can play. So it'll be 10 a.m. Eastern start time for that. July 22nd. I'm going to be there holding it down. More information will come out. I just want to announce that right now so you can go ahead and share that information to your friends and stuff and start getting your teams together. You guys ask. Everyone loves the 3v3. Everyone loves the 3v3. July 22nd is going to be the 3v3. We made sure that it does not encroach on any of the other upcoming GGPs or any other GOAT format events that we have coming up. So it's going to be July the 22nd. Okay, July the 22nd. Be there or be square. Get your teams ready, and it's going to be a spectacular event. Everyone loves the 3v3. People have been asking about a 3v3. We want to have another 3v3. Well, guess what? Here it is, and it's going to be the last one of the season. So I expect to see a lot of duelists out there playing some GOAT formats with your teams. I'll make another formal announcement, and more information will be coming out about 3v3 soon. So go ahead, keep it locked, be there, be square. I'm actually really excited. The 3v3 is probably one of the more fun events that we have. Granted, it's still extremely competitive. But it's really, really fun to see the players come out and the creativity in the team names and the themes that people come up with and all that kind of stuff. I think that is really, really cool. So 3v3 is going to be July 22nd. Also, July 15th is going to be another, another major GOAT format tournament that duelists can play in. So a lot of GOAT format is happening in the next couple of days, weeks, months, IRL, as well as online. So look out for that, as Patrick Zero has already accepted the game and we are in. This is going to be the losers final, and Pay wins another RPS. This duelist is absolutely crushing the RPS system today, getting it in. Oh my Lord. All right, so now here we are, rocking and rolling. Pay going first. Upstart Goblin is in. Taryek is back, baby. You're right in time, Taryek. You are right in time to see some warriors go down. I know this duelist loves some warriors, and guess what? You're in luck because some warriors will be featured today on your dueling screen right there for the world to see. Okay. As Paid is going first. Paid is absolutely cooking right now. Paid is cooking right now. So I would kind of keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for Paid, doing his thing. I would keep an eye out. I would keep an eye out for Paid. Looking out. That deck is running hot and crazy. So another Upstart guy was going to play. So we have Charity, Upstart, Discard Vortex, Sacred Crane, and we got a secondary Upstart. So we already seen that this duelist can get after you from 10K. So I guess 10K, we might have to up the ante a little bit. 10K might not be enough to defend yourself because it seems like he got there with it. GGP Chicago is July 29th. GGP Orlando, August the 26th. You are absolutely correct. I will be there in the building. If you are in Florida, okay, if you are in the Florida area or if you have the ability to make it to Orlando, August the 26th, I will be there like swimwear, all up in some fat dude's derriere. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down in the building all day, every day in Orlando. I think it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to being in Florida for one. And also the ability to play some GOAT format Yu-Gi-Oh! Is always, I'm not going to pass that up. I'm not going to pass that up. So he's going to go ahead and keep it rocking and rolling. Jar of Greed is going to be played. HMVB says, who won GGP New York? GGP New York was won by none other than Evil Borrowweight, aka Carl Weight, Carl Pro Weight. Won back-to-back GGPs that he attended. He won Philadelphia and then turned around and won New York. So he is definitely the king of the greater Northeast. You know what I'm saying? GOAT format, entire dueling circuit runs through Carl Weight. Undeniable. Undeniable. All right, cool. All right, so we're still sitting here as Card Destruction is going to be played, adding some new units to the hand, getting that DMOC out of the hand into the grave. Kind of where you want that thing to be. It just opens up so many more plays that this deck wants to make. And we've already seen this duelist grab 10,000 earlier. Let's see if we can double it up again, as Patrick Zero is going to lose 2 cards to the Heavy Storm. Get quick. I heard nothing about New York. Yes, Carl won. It's just we've been behind. And again, we talked about it in one of the earlier negated streams that I've had. You know, we've been trying to put the stream out. I kind of said it earlier, is I've been, in my own personal life, I've been really busy and I've been under the weather the past week or so, and I just haven't been able to. I'm well behind on coverage, and some of the other staff, they've also been well behind. We just haven't been doing. I'll take responsibility. I just haven't been doing the best job at putting out the correct information. But you know what? I'm trying. We'll get to it eventually. But it's just it is what it is. But definitely, Carl definitely won. I expect those deck profiles to go up onto the website soon, and we could talk about that stuff. Maybe make more videos about it. But it's rough. I don't think anyone's ever back to back won GGPs like that. So I think that's crazy. And then you're back in this event winning again. Like, Carl's just on a tear like that's never been seen before. You know. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to stop what he's got going on. As Don Zalou is gonna come on in for a timely rip, taking that Toon Cannon Soldier out of the equation as well. 1 card left on the field, 5 cards in hand for paid 1/7, 3,400 life points. So you do have the ability to play the Dimension Fusion at least one time. It's pretty much all you kind of want out of this deck, the ability to play Dimension Fusion at least once. And let's see what happens here as you're checking the opponent's graveyard. Nothing significant. That card destruction may have helped because you got rid of the Nobleman to cross out. You got rid of the level 2 cards that are inherently useless in this match. So getting some value out of that. But we're going to go ahead and play the Giant Trine here. Another Toon Table of contents. Toon Table to grab Toon Table. To grab another Toon Table. Then play the Reasoning. Okay, let's clear the deck a little bit before you play the Reasoning here. Deck thinning is deck winning. I like that. That's a good mentality. As getting those team, and his Jinzo is just back again. This Jinzo is just ridiculous. But he called the 6 correct and he nailed the Jinzo. Getting that thing into the bin is exactly what you want to do. And we'll continue to ponder. Oh, the Monster Reincarnation has also been great for this deck today as well. As we're going to go ahead and Monster Reincarnate, grabbing back the Chaotic Sorcerer, bring that thing on to the hand. And now here it is. So Chaos Sorcerer is going to be summoned to the field, still in that first main phase. Is the last card Dimension Fusion? Is it Dimension Fusion? Are there 3 Dimension Fusions in here? And no, because it's always going to be Dimension Fusion every single time. And Dimension Fusion is going to be played, paying 2,000. We're going to bring back the DMOC, bring back the Sacred Crane. We're going to declare the DMOC. We're going to declare the crane. We're going to see what's up. We're going to check the graveyard. We're going to add we're going to add Heavy Storm. Interesting indeed. I guess you're playing around. Yeah. He did it correctly. He did declare that DMOC, and then the crane is always going to resolve because it has to, and it's going to come on out with the DMOC. DMOC will clap up the Tribe Infecting Virus. That thing will be banished by the effect of DMOC, taking some damage there. And then we're going to clap on up with the Don's Allude, taking a little bit more damage there before punching on in for 1,600 direct. Oh my goodness. What a turn. And now you know that there is a Heavy Storm somewhere a part of this equation. You know that they have top deck here. What could it be? You Giant Trunade, bounce the card back to the hand. Let's see what Patrick Zero is going to be able to do. We're just going to run down the Blade Knight. The Boogie Down Blade Knight is going to take out the Sacred Crane, add in some pressure. We're going to set another set spell trap onto the field. Ring of Destruction is already into the graveyard. And then what's going to happen now? And we're going to go ahead and play the Heavy Storm, targeting the Solemn Judgment. Enter right on into the battle phase. Clap up the Blade Knight for an additional 800 and then 2,300 correct. Patrick Zero lost 700 instead of 900. Is that so? I see 700 here. I see 400 here. Let's see. I don't want to stop these duels because you guys be wilding sometimes. Let's see. Let me see. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It probably did matter. Sork into Don is 900. Okay. We missed it. You guys caught it. I missed it because I'm terrible. You know what I'm saying? I missed it. You guys caught it. Didn't think it mattered. Did not come up. It could have, but it didn't. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying? I think it was just an oversight. 700, 900. Math is hard. Mathematics is hard, but Paid is continuing to cook over here with this Reasoning Gate deck, showing Reasoning Gate why you need to prepare for it, man. This deck is tough. Oh man, I had the whole thing up the whole time. So let me fix this. It's actually going to be 0-1. There we go. As Paid gets game number 1. All right, cool. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Sick. Giorgio Quintavale asks, are we going to get the deck list from this tournament? Absolutely. And what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try to do, I keep saying I'm gonna try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make an effort to get the deck list out faster. You gotta understand we're still very rudimentary in our stuff. We don't have the ability to just get that stuff out immediately. What I'm going to make a special interest to do is get these deck lists turned around a lot sooner and get more content put out about these videos sooner, so people can have that stuff faster instead of later. Like I need to really prioritize that because I keep asking what people want. Oh, what do you want? What do you want? What can I do better? What can I do to help? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And people always say, hey man, we want this stuff. We want this stuff, and we want it at a faster clip. And if I don't deliver, then I'm not doing my part. So I got to also do my part. I have to back up my claims and continue to work. I do a lot, but I gotta do more. So we're gonna get these things out as soon as possible. Sooner than later, I think, instead of later, if that makes any sense. Whatever, You know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I still owe content from the GGP Austin. I'm still putting those deck profiles out from the players that I met down there. We still owe some coverage from New York that just kind of happened. South Africa happened. We have coverage for that. It's just a lot that's going on, and it's just not enough. Not enough information being distributed. As Patrick Zero is going hard with the Rhoda, and a timely delayed torrential tribute is going to pay dividends for Paid 1-7, as Paid is now going to run headlong into a trap dust shoot. It's going to run headlong into a trap dust shoot. And it will hit the black lusted one. So BLS will be sent back. BLS will be sent back to the deck. Okay. So Trap Dust Shoot did get some use, and Swords Over Villain Light will be played, okay, to kind of stifle this aggressive warrior menace down ever so slightly. Get some more cards. I think it's great. I think Swords is great. I think Swords should be like almost a staple like in this metagame. I think Swords is too good. Just to kind of halt. Maybe Patrick Zero has it too. Both of these duels can just play some swords and just kind of do what they need to do. But Patrick, I think the game plan at this point, you want to send. You want to get some hits in there. You're already at half health. You're already at 4,000 life points. You need to figure out a way to get beyond these swords and start sending. When they have an open board, you need to be having dudes in there punching health, because the longer you wait, the more shenanigans can come. A giant grenade can come and reset these swords, and now you're waiting 6 turns without putting damage on the board. I don't know. I believe it was that Heavy Storm. I think he solemn. No, he didn't. No, he didn't solemn Heavy Storm. I don't know. It might have been a solemn. So we're going to go ahead and let that swords expire, but we got a couple more trap cards we're going to set. Spell or trap cards on the field, as now Patrick Zero is in the first main phase. DD Warrior Lady has an attack value that can go ahead and clap on in. Nate Dogg says, PSA, if Paid wins, stay off the ladder for a bit. No. I love a Reasoning Gate rich ladder. I have an anti-Reasoning Gate deck that has a 100% Reasoning Gate winning percentage, and I play it sometimes. When Reasoning Gate is going crazy on the ladder, play that and you will win 100% of the time. It's so I have like 15 side deck cards and like 8 or 9 main deck cards that are just anti-Reasoning Gate, and they just can't win. And it's just so the responses you get when you play that deck, like, you must really don't like Reasoning Gate. I'm like, yep, yes, that's it. You want to play that deck? I got something for you, pal. I got something for you. It won't beat anybody else. It won't beat another deck, but it'll definitely beat any Reasoning Gate deck 100% of the time. It'll win any RGT matchup you ever want to face, and I guarantee that. But it won't beat anybody else unless luck is in your favor. So now Patrick Zero is able to hit the field, and he's just sending all the mons. This is how you got to do it. You just got to assault the HQ, and this is exactly what needs to be done. And Don Zalug is on the field. We're going to reveal scapegoats. Is that worth the 16? He says nay. So the scapegoats will pop, and it's good to go. But there's always a guy with 3 curse seals, 3 Jowgen. I'm talking spell cancelers. I'm talking Jowgens. I'm talking spell fragrance. I'm talking Karibos. I'm talking Cybersteins. I got it all. Everything is coming at this player. You're getting nothing. You're getting Kariboed. You're getting Last Warriored. You're getting Jowgened. You're getting spell cancelered. You're not playing. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're not going to play. So just pack it up. I'm threatening roaring you. You're getting nowhere. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, if I'm not playing Nox, I'm not playing nothing. I'm just sending it all anti-Reasoning Gate, and it is too funny. All right, so we're still in main phase 1 for the red corner. We're going to continue assault mode activate as we got Exile Force and we got Don Zalug and he's coming on in. And we are coming after your health. This is how you got to do it. You have to assault the HQ and we're just going to continue to machine gun all of these scapegoats. Okay, let's see how this continues to go down. All right, so we have 4 scapegoat tokens have now popped themselves onto the field in defense position as Dawn, DD Warrior Lady, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer are all going to feast upon these scapegoats. Man, will you pop? We're going to pop. We're going to leave you with nothing. We're going to leave those monster gates unplayable. We're going to leave you struggling here with 2 cards in hand, 2 set spell traps on the field, and you're drawing for turn. You can't make your chaotic maneuvers either because this Kiko the Ghost Destroyer is all up on you. So you're just kind of sitting here and there you go. So you pass that thing back on over. So Paid comes out game 1, shows textbook how you play Reasoning Gate. And then Patrick Zero comes out game 2 and shows textbook exactly how you stop Reasoning Gate. Okay, just come out and you send right into the hitbox. That's how you got to do it. All right, so here we go. We got game number 3 situation. We've been having a lot of game 3s today. Matter of fact, I don't think we've seen a 2-0. I don't think we've seen a 2-0. Maybe seen 1-2. I think we've seen 1-2-0 on stream. But it's been a lot of game 3 scenarios taking place, and I'm all here for a game 3. I'm all here for a game 3. So here we go. Game 3. We have Reasoning Gate versus Warriors. Winner of this has the unfortunate pleasure of stepping back into the dojo with Carl Borrow Wait in the building. And what a smooth event. It's only 3:30 here in the Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Northwest. I think that's pretty dope. This event is actually cruising along. Again, huge shout out to Ivan Rosita, who's head judge, pushing this thing on through. Shout out to all the duels for being exactly where you need to be and making it smooth as possible. Smooth as butter. You know, no drama. Well, take that back. We had several episodes of drama on this freaking stream as we're trying to get this thing rolling, but we are beyond hour number 2 in the new stream, and it seems like everything seems to be working. I refreshed all of my nonsense, and it seems like we're doing pretty well. So we're gonna keep it going. As Paid is gonna come on out with a timely, graceful charity. Send Jinzo, send Crane, pass. Okay, Patrick Zero is gonna be into that standby phase. Just play Heavy Storm here, and it will be the scapegoat. That Heavy Storm, oh man, that was just bad either way around. Because man, it's either gonna be Call Haunted or it's gonna be freaking scapegoats. Either way, you're feeling like a rube. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and play the heavy set of plenty. So this is what do you call that? What do you guys call that? Quick, give me a name. Is this a junior whopper? Is this a junior bacon cheese? This is junior bacon cheese, dude. Exile set it all. Exile. I've never seen that before. Exile set 4 is a junior bacon cheeseburger. A junior bacon cheese. A junior Western bacon cheese. A Whopper Junior. I think Whopper Junior is a little dude set 4. That's gotta be Whopper Junior. That's gotta be a Western bacon cheese. It's got to be a BK broiler or something. As we're going to go ahead and pay the 4,000 for the Gigante Trunade. Spicy River Barbecue Burger. A Happy Meal. Oh, chicken nuggets. Maybe it can be nuggets because there's like a lot of them in there. Maybe it can be like a nugget, like a chicken strips or something. And we're gonna go chaos time. Chaos maneuver is going to hit the stage as Black Lusted One has been summoned into attacking posture. Let's see. Do you have the gump? There's no way you got the gumption to swing in. There's no way you got the gumption. That's too much gumption to swing in, to just waylay an attack. Dimfew. Just a Dimfew? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Can we stop it? Can we negate the Dimfew? This might be the end, boys. This might be a boing. This might be a boing. Let's see what it's going to be. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, And we're gonna zing your own stuff. Yeah, just do that. MST and Dust Tornado, and this duel is over. This duel is over. Oh man.
Exodia.
Oh.
Obliterate.
Oh man. GG. GG's for Paid. Paid is cooking. Paid is cooking. I don't know about bringing in the he's got the heavy storm. He's got the dust tornado. He's got the zing. He's got the mystical space. That might be too much for this deck that does not play that much back row. I don't even like heavy storm personally. I take it out when I'm playing RGT. I don't even use heavy storm. I like Mystic Space Typhoon so you can hit those goats, and I like Dust Tornado. But man, that's a lot of back row interruption for a deck that does not pay that much back row. But it doesn't matter. That's over with and done. Paid is going to be moving on. So now Paid is going to have to roll into the chainsaw of Carl Way, who Carl they played earlier. Carl is the reason Paid got down to the down into Dogtown in the first place. Paid that's the reason he's there, and Carl had to play a really good match to get out of that. And it just so happened to work out. So now here we go. Let's update this. Paid is able to potentially get some revenge on the GFC champ. So let's update this. We are no longer in Dogtown. We have removed ourselves from Dogtown and we've found ourselves back into the grand finals. All right, this is the grand line, dude. This is the grand finals. All right. If you have just been tuning in, this is the GFC. Or this is not the GFC. What am I talking? I just saw GFC. Sorry, I have GFC written down on my screen. This is not the GFC. This is not the GFC. This is the PWCQ number 39. Okay. Round name. What am I doing here? Get out of there. Why is that not working? Oh, maybe because it's locked. There we go. This is the PWCQ number 39, and this is now the grand finals. All the way in the finals, we have Carl Wait, aka Evil Borrow Wait. All right, playing against Paid 17. Paid 17, I think, has been on the circuit for a little while. I don't know much about this duels. I don't see them engaging in the Discord that often. I don't see them hanging out and doing the whole thing, which is cool. I love seeing new duels coming in and having some great results playing this Reasoning Gate deck. But you are running into a chainsaw that is the Evil Borrow Wait, who's motivated, trying to get this Dublinsky. So we're kind of hanging out tough, letting those duelists host up. But before they host up, hang on tight. Tell your friends that we're here. I have to play this commercial. I have to use the facilities real quick. I will be back, but I'm gonna play this. Shout out to MetaMask. They provide all of our prizing for this at a very steep discount, so we can provide those mats to everyone. So here it is from MetaMask. Let's tune in what they gotta say. MetaMask, take it away.
Playing on the same old mousepad mats with the same old designs? Well, here at MetaMats.com, everything is made by us and designed by you. But what does that mean? Made by us means that only the finest and most durable materials are used to create every playmat. We work with the best microfiber available to make sure that cards never catch and designs never fade, even after washing. Designed by you means that any idea that you can dream up can become a reality. With your imagination combined with our expertise, we can create the perfect custom playmat that is all your own. We also commission artists from within the gaming community to produce immaculate designs for us, like our current Zen Edition product line or our new Pokemon mats. Here at MetaMats.com, we have one goal and one goal only, and that is to prepare you to win and win with style. So what are you waiting for? Visit MetaMats.com and buy a mat, not a mousepad. Are you tired of playing on the same old mousepad mats with the same old designs?